All right, all right, all right. Let's get ready for the late night Saturday Night Live edition. This is the truck drivers edition. I figured I was up late and I figured it was some other people up late, and I got a great topic to speak on tonight. So I figured, hey, since you guys are up, you truck drivers that are out there, all you guys that are in the military, you might still be up. All you guys that are third shift workers, shout out to the third shift, second shift workers that are out there, as well as all the individuals that are out there that are just basically can't get sleep. All you insomniacs like me, shout out to you that only sleep like 2 or 3 hours a night. I got your backs, brethren. Got your back, sisters. But before we get started, we got to do the intro. So let's get ready to do that intro real quick. That beautiful footage of the passports. I was not expecting all y'all to be here on a Saturday night. Let's rumble. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I figure, like I said, I figure that the third shifters out there, we need to show them some love. All the second shifters, all the truck drivers, all those late night EMTers, all you guys that are military that is working late at night, that are working late at night, or just some of you guys that are like me that got insomniac and just can't sleep. So be it. We're going to have a great live stream tonight because we got a couple of great topics. First topic we're going to listen to, lead attorney did a excellent commentary on his experience of travel and how he encourages others to travel. One of the most profound things that he said in this commentary that we're going to listen to is, he said, if you are in the United States, and I mean this in all sincerity, he said, if you are in the United States, and he said, if I was born 1,000 lives, 1,000 times, reborn in the United States, you will never experience what you experience until you leave the United States. Until you travel, at least for the first or second time, until you go somewhere. And I'm not talking about going on a cruise, and I'm not talking about going to Canada. I'm talking about really traveling, getting a couple of stamps on your passport. When he made that statement, that was so profound, because that's how I feel. If I lived 1,000 lives, and I had to spend all 1,000 my lives in the United States, I would never understand what life is like for individuals that travel and enjoy life outside of the United States. So that's the topic that we're going to talk about. Secondly, we're going to watch the second episode. I didn't get a chance to do the first episode, but we're going to watch the second episode of our brother Dennis Sperling's, which is co-parenting with the Sperlings. We're going to watch the second episode that came out this week. He sent me, he made sure I got it. He was like, Andre, here, showcase it. So I got it. We got 40 people in the building. Make sure all 40 of you people click that like button because I like you late at night. I hope that you like me too. Let's get ready to do the shout outs. The first person to walk in is Racket Club was in the building right out the gate. Like I said, I figure it'd just be me and maybe 3-4 other people. But to see you all out here, I appreciate it in such a way. We got my man Victory in the building as well. Shout out to Victory, my brother, my man. Much love to this man. Much love. Kings and Dreams, same way. The family is in the house. All you brothers showed up. Shout out to you. We got Boomers in the building with the apple cider. Gotta have the apple cider for life. Apple cider vinegar help you out with your skin, help you out with your intestines. It's just so much the apple cider does for a man. Shout out for the apple cider drink at hand. I'm just doing a little decaffeinated coffee right now. This little decaf. L Grimm is in the building. What's up? What it do? Them Detroit boys, that's what it do. Oh yeah, my man with my favorite all-time YouTube tag, the African Wolf. Let's get ready to rumble. Yeah, definitely, because Lead Attorney actually gives some very encouraging words for those that are on the fence. If you guys ever wonder what our channel is about, if you ever wonder what our moniker is about, our moniker is to help you find love across borders or fall in love with the borders that you cross. Some of you guys may just find some lady friends that you just hang out with. You're not looking for love. You're just a regular dude. You're just hanging out. But some of you guys really fall in love with the places that you go to. You are so happy that you discovered DR, Colombia, Thailand. It's not necessarily a woman that you found that made you say, I want to use my passport more, but the places that we go to, some of these places that you guys have moved to, that is what we try to help people out. So our moniker is centered around helping people find love across borders or falling in love with the borders that you cross. Especially, if we could put an avatar for anybody that is our core audience on this channel, is for those that are on the fence and you're not sure whether you want to take that first trip or you're not sure if you want to relocate. I hope that my life and Andrea's life and the life of all these other gentlemen in this chat and ladies in this chat encourages other individuals to say, you know what? Let me go for it. What's the worst thing that can happen? This is what I told myself before we get into what Lead Attorney has to say. And I'm gonna come back to the comments as well. The first thing that I told myself was this, in all sincerity, kid you not. What's the worst thing that can happen, Andre? I literally had a list of worst things. Okay, Andre, outside of physical, outside of my body, something happening. What's the worst? Okay, you can lose money. Okay, cool. There you go. Wrote that down. Okay, number 2, you and Andrea don't work out. Y'all boyfriend and girlfriend right now, but it may not work out. Okay, let me write that down. Yeah, okay, we got that. Okay, what's the worst, Andre? Think of the worst. I need you to think of the worst things that could happen. That the country I'm in could collapse or war or something. I don't know. Let me write that down. Yeah, let me write that. And everything that I wrote down, I probably wrote down maybe 6 things that were the worst thing that could happen. And you know what? All the worst things that could happen, I had an answer for them. If I ran out of money, I could go back and get some money, or I could start working for somebody else online again. If things didn't work out with me and Andrea, guess what? I could find somebody else to try to work it out with, or just spend my time in Zen traveling to Bali or something, enjoying my life. If famine or war or pestilence broke out in one country, guess what? I have over 190 something countries I could still enjoy if something happens in that country. My point in saying that is, tell yourself or ask yourself, like I did, what's the worst thing that could happen other than health, other than something happen to your body? Because we know that's the worst. What's the worst thing that can happen if you start traveling using your passport? What's the worst thing that can happen if you start looking for love in other locations? What's the worst thing that can happen? And once you get past that hump, I don't know the language. Okay, then now you're gonna have to start learning the language, aren't you? You're gonna have to learn that Portuguese. You're gonna have to learn that DR version of Spanish, because you know DR version of Spanish is completely different from Mexico or any place else. So once I did that, I kid you not, fellas, it made it so much easier to come to the conclusion, I'm going to start traveling and I'm going to start going to other countries, or I'm going to give love a chance by crossing borders, or I'm going to enjoy a new country and start buying real estate in other countries. But you got to ask yourself, what's the worst thing that can happen in your scenario? We got 53 people in the building. Click that like button, guys. I like you. Make sure you like us too. I'm glad that you guys, you late night rumblers with me and then Afro, after the African Wolf. Shout out to you guys. Tevin in the building. Good night, everyone. Greetings from LA. See, I kind of figure you LA boys will still be up. Terrell, that's my boy, them Detroit boys. What up, chat room? He said, big bro. He said, I'm on until I have to start doing some work. Night shift sucks. And that's why I came on at this time period. Because I'm going to tell you something, T. I thought about you with this episode. Because I remember those late nights. I remember I'm a third shift dude. That's why it's hard for me to sleep at night to this day. I was born and raised a third shift dude straight out of Detroit. So I know how it is to be a third shifter or a second shifter. Until I became white collar, I didn't know what first shift felt like. All right, Ransom is in the building. Shout out to you, buenas tardes. All right, brother, mi amigos. We got Jay in the building. Shout out to Jay. I figured Jay, I didn't. That's what I'm surprised to see. I'm surprised to see you here, Jay, because you know Jay keeps somebody that's really entertaining with him. You know, lovely friends. So I figured Jay be busy. But shout out to Jay being here. House of Lamar's in the building as well. Passports, tomorrow episode with the passport sis that got arrested in Dubai. Oh, we're gonna break that one down. We're not just gonna talk about, a sister got arrested in Dubai. We're gonna talk about and do a back stream in regards to her. Because I'm gonna tell you something. This sister's successful. This not no Aisha and Keisha LaWanda in them. Secondly, she went to Dubai because she had a chip on her shoulder from the States. And she took it out on the wrong people at the wrong time. We're going to talk about that. This was a good sister. She wasn't bad. She had her own paper. She was doing her thing. She was doing basically like a solo trip. And what ends up happening? She gets arrested. And they say she might get convicted. This one of y'all, for all you dudes that's from Houston, these your people. These your people, you Texas folks, trying to do it big in Dubai. You even got caught up. But we want to talk about tomorrow also, not about just about her video. She's got great Instagram. We're going to talk about the news. She's on the news. We're going to watch the news headline. We're going to go to her Instagram tomorrow. And we're going to go to her YouTube channel. And you guys get a chance to see what type of mindset she had right before her trip. What caused her to snap when she got to Dubai. And I'm going to tell you something. Once you start watching the whole story, she went about it the wrong way, but you can understand after you hear the whole story why the sister kind of like snapped off the way that she did. My man Keith is in the building. Shout out to Keith. I'm glad to see you here. It's Jay Clyde. Hey, you guys, make sure you subscribe to It's Jay Clyde's in the building. We got 70 people here. What are you people doing up this late on a Saturday night? Hey, I know half of you dudes, y'all like me. Monk mode. I ain't spending no money on a Saturday night in the United States. Hell no. You're going to see me clubbing. I ain't at no bar, no cigar bar, no brandy in my hand. None of that. If it ain't at the house in the United States, I ain't going nowhere. That's how I was. So most of you guys might be like me. Y'all ain't spending y'all money in the States. Y'all Y'all stack y'all money so when y'all leave out of the States to enjoy yourself. I ain't mad at you. Let me hit these super chats real quick, and I'm gonna come back. My man Jalil is in the building. Peace and love. Peace and love to you too, brother. Looking clean too. Also, for the super chat, thank you very much, brethren. Also, my man, Black Nubian. The Canadian boys are back at it again, Mom. They're back at it again. Shout out to you, brother, with the $2 cash app. I appreciate that. Let me head back to my brothers real quick. Let's see who I missed out on. I got House of Lamar in the building. I got Jay Clyde in the building. It's Jay Clyde. Julian's in the building. K Paso. Amigos. Oh, yeah. What's up? What's up? All right. We got Royal AV in the building. He said, is Dre audio out of sync? Is my audio good? Let me know if my audio is okay. Let me know my audio. I know one thing. The Wi-Fi here has been lately, man. It's been off lately, for real, for real. So let's see. Okay, I'm sounding okay for my phone. I'm sounding okay. Okay, I know the mic sounds a lot better tonight. I do know that much. Thanks again, but let me know if my audio is good. All right, shout out to Julian once again. We got Uno's in the building. What it do? What it do? Julian says, he said, we'll be in Colombia next month. Cartagena, man, you're going to have a good time next month in Cartagena. It's going to be nice there, man. Plus, I got a couple, got a couple of holidays popping off that month, too. Maurice is in the building. What's up? All you Saturday Night Livers, just like I am, as well as Mr. Charles is in the building. He said, if I do not work across the water, he said, if it don't work across the water, you can always come back to the plantation. That's true, too. You can always, that's what I meant by always think about your worst case scenario. If the worst thing that you need to do, like some dudes I personally know some dudes that were like, you know what? I got business to take care of back home. I've been trying to sell this piece of property for a while. And they'll be in Colombia for like 2 years. And all of a sudden, somebody wants to finally buy the piece of property. So now they have to go back home to take care of business. It happens. Don't feel ashamed. Some dudes ran out of money. They're like, man, I thought my money was calculated right, and it wasn't. They had to go back home. You got dudes that their best medical doctor that they work with for so many years is back home in the States. So a lot of times you see dudes like Taylor Made Dreams, Russ, he'll go back to the States for some medical needs, even though he has great insurance in DR when he was there. And now he's happy that in Dubai, they even have better medical than in the United States. So, but when he was in DR, he would always go back to the States to take care of medical needs. So don't feel like once you leave the States that you can't never go back. You know, best case scenarios or worst case scenarios, visiting family, things like that. So yeah, don't let that throw you off, because he's right. If it all shuts down, I had put in my mind also, before I started to realize other countries were waiting for me, that was my worst case response. Hey, Dre, if it all falls apart, you can always just go back home to the States. Okay, cool. If that's the worst thing that can happen in my life, I go back to the States, I regroup, revamp, put my game plan back together, and get the hell out the States again. Okay, cool. I'm cool with that. That's exactly how I felt. Let me hit these other brothers with the super chat. We got El Grimm in the building. He said facts on the monk mode and on the 5-day dry fast. Yeah, man. Listen. That's how, man, listen, I wasn't spending no money in the States. Even when I went back for a couple days, my boys would buy me a beer or buy me a drink. Let me get you a beer, bro. But me, I ain't spending no money in this country. Y'all crazy. I come in to visit family. I'm here to take care of business, and I'm out of here. I'm Casper the Friendly Ghost. Y'all don't see me. Shout out to my man El Grip for the $2 super chat. My man Volak is in the building. Volak is in the building with the $20 salute, supporting the stream. Thank you, brothers. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate it in such a way. And you brothers showing up. We got 77 in the building. Make sure all 77 click that like button, like my man Tim is in the building. What up, Dre? He says still need to get with you on the consultation for the vacay. Hey, Tim, do me a favor. Shoot me an email. shoot me an email or shoot me if you got my WhatsApp already, hit me up. I'm gonna put my email down here. Down here? That sounds like my mother. Down here? Put my email down here. All right. Let me scroll down. Yeah, girl, we got Mike Lowry in the building. Shout out to Mike. Them Libras in the building. That's right. Long live us Libras. We're the only ones that are not a person or an animal. We are the only zodiac sign that's not a person or animal. We balance all y'all out. That's why Libras kind of get along with everybody, because we balance everybody out. Everybody. That's our job, to balance folks out. He said the word of the day, Dre. What does it mean in Espanol? It means Libra either means freedom, and I think Libro is book. Oh, am I correct? Libro is book, and Libra is free or freedom. Let me know if I was correct. All right. Thank you guys for always keeping me on course. I see you in the shower right now. Thank you. I ain't crazy. I know you, Jason. I'm in the shower right now. See, I ain't stupid. All right, shout out to Jay Fleming. Make sure you guys subscribe to Jay Fleming's channel. DJ Dean in the building. The hell are you feeling? Man, I'm feeling great, man. I got me a nice cup of coffee. I got company. And we got a great commentary from lead attorney, man. He tells about his experience while he was living in Mexico for 6 years. He talks about and encourages other men. He talks about marriage in other countries as well as relationships in other countries. So we're going to talk about that, as well as my man, them Tar Heels, them Carolina boys at it again. He said, what's going on, everyone? I'm working on my Espanol. I just bought a nice poker translator. Is it poker or poker translator? Let me know what it is, if I got it correctly. Let's see if I got everybody. EMB is in the building this time of night. What's up, man? Here's to you, brother. Here's to you. And then we got Nomadic in the building as well. What's up from Medellin, Colombia? I ain't mad at you, brother. Shout out to the Medellin brothers, as well as the Cartagena brothers, the Bogota brothers, as well as the Barranquilla and Santa Marta. Yeah, and all those. Can't miss out on the coffee region, Manizales, as well as Pareda and Armenia. Shout out to all those areas in Colombia. He says only 8:30 in AZ. Shout out to AZ, man. That was the last place I visited in the States. Last place I visited. Chick flew me out. Yeah, I got flued out. So I've been telling y'all I got flued out back in the day, man. Chicks were flying your boy out a few times. And so Chick flew me out to AZ to go to the Grand Canyon and to Tombstone and to Phoenix. Yep. Rented a car and I got a speeding ticket. I got a speeding ticket. I'm like, this is my fault. We all seen this in the movies, and I'm driving to the Grand Canyon, right? I just passed Phoenix maybe an hour ago. I'm flying. And you don't see nothing but desert. I mean, beautiful. If you've never been to Arizona, man, that desert is beautiful. But you don't want to get a flat tire in AZ. I know that much. Or you don't want your transmission. You just don't want no auto problems in AZ because you are stranded. I'm talking about like in the movie. Yeah, it's like that for real. So I'm flying. Man, just like in the movies, police like hidden behind a rock or something. All of a sudden, I look at my rearview mirror, nothing but cherries. Nothing but cherries. I couldn't say nothing. I just had to pull over and take the ticket. Because I knew I was flying. I mean, I'm in Arizona straight away, man. I'm going to take advantage of this moment. AZ for life, baby. They got your boy. Pulled your boy over. Shout out to the boys in AZ. But I had a great time, man. Really great time. The Grand Canyon is so beautiful. So beautiful. Shout out to my man Jay's in the building. Shout out to Jay. Black Nubian, he said only spend money on the bare necessities here. Yeah, for real. That's so true. Shout out to King T. Boy, King T is in the building. Same year as me, them 67 boys, 1967. The Summer of Love. Oh, yeah, that's us. That's us. Am I dipping? He said, am I watching El Dragon Return of the Warrior right now? Getting my Spanish fix on. Oh, man, I got to check that out. I'm glad that you mentioned that, too. King T, blah, blah, blah. I think I almost got everybody except Charles in the building. Okay, thanks, Charles. Thanks for letting me know. He said, these black women need to learn. You gonna have to learn. She learned the hard way. That you can only talk aggressive in America, to American men, mainly American black men, if you're gonna talk crazy like that, because other countries don't play boy, or don't play that. But at the end of the day, yeah. I mean, like I said, once we go into the backstory, you kind of understand why she kind of snapped. But she picked the wrong place and the wrong time to snap off. She took out all that she was dealing with in the States, and we're going to talk about that. And she took it out on the wrong dudes in the wrong country. And we can't do that. My point is in doing that live stream. Shout out to my man North in the building. Audio is good. Thank you very much. My point in saying all that is this. If we're having, sometimes we have a bad day or a bad flight, whatever it is. You can't take it out on the people in the new country that you're going to. You about to mess your vacation up because you stressed out on something that nobody else in the other country even knew about. So yeah, we gotta make sure we take care of ourselves and be careful. Alfaron is in the building. He said, Viva Cali, Colombia. Coming. Oh, you coming? Cool. Come on down, brother. I got to go hang out with a brother Mañana tomorrow that just got down here. Really cool dude. And you know how y'all do me. Y'all get down here, y'all meet a lady friend, and I'm always on the back burner. Y'all be talking real good. Drake, when I get down there, we gonna hang out, we gonna do some drinks. And then as soon as y'all meet a little female a decent, really nice female, it all predictable. Dre, yeah, I'm gonna be here for about 5 days, so I'm gonna see you when I'll see you like day 4.5, bruh. I'm gonna see you about day 4.5. That's how y'all be doing your brother. Shout out to JT in the building. He said, click that like button. That's right. 73 people in the live stream. I like you. Make sure you like us too. Definitely. All right. I'm glad everything is going good. All right. That's your girl. Andrea is a Scorpio. Yep, she's a Scorpio. Her dad is a Scorpio. Her grandma is a Scorpio. So I'm surrounded by Scorpios. So I got to be a Libra to balance all they crazy butts out. EMB, we got EMB, Mike. I think I hit everybody that's just coming in. Yep. Oh, Growth is in the building. Shout out to you, brother. Salute. And Stefano. Shout out to you. Yeah, I got that ticket, Stefano. I got that ticket. And Boomer. Yeah, they do, man. Man. Oh, you know why Stefano laughing? Because that's how he did me. This my moderator. My dude, right-hand dude, came all the way to Cali, Colombia. Ain't had no time for your boy. That's why he laughing. That's why Stefano is laughing. Just in case you guys are wondering why Stefano all kiki kaka. And he ain't the only one that did your boy like that. Shout out to my man Passport Mastery TV. Make sure you subscribe, man. Make sure you subscribe. Support the brother. Shout out to Passport Mastery for the $9.99, man. Y'all always do that to me, man. Y'all hang out with me like the first couple days. Y'all meet somebody really nice and skedaddle, or y'all probably try to catch with me like the last, like right before your plane get ready to take off. Hey, Dre, I'm about to get on the plane. But next time like Stefano, next time I come through, it's me and you, dog. It's me and you. I'm like, really? This is what we doing? It's all right, brothers. I'm happy. I'm always happy for y'all anyway. When we come down, we won't do you like that, brother. Good looking out, Tar Heel. That's all I need. Show your brothers. Can your brother just have some beer time? There's enough time for a beer. I don't care if you bring your lady friends around. I enjoy seeing y'all happy. But man, y'all dudes, boy, when y'all get y'all little lady friends, and I'm not talking about pay for play or party girls. I'm talking about y'all. Most of you dudes, y'all find somebody really cool. Y'all kick me to the curb. I be like, these my boys. I mean, at least I've got done like that about 15 times. I kid you not. I know what to expect now. I'm so used to the routine. I already know what to expect when y'all come to Cali, man. Y'all don't be having no time for your boy. And it don't be dudes just like, I don't see in the live streams. It be dudes like Stefano. They be in every live stream. And I'll be having no time. Don't be having no. Once y'all get here, y'all don't know me no more. It's all right. Let me get ready for the presentation with lead attorney. Let me pull this up. Really good presentation. And once again, we're going to look at lead attorney, and then we're going to look at Dennis Sperling's episode number 2. We're going to be looking at all 16 over the next 16 weeks. But right now, we're just going to look at episode number 2. And we may even go back to episode number 1 because that was last week. So let's go right here.
Ron Alexander says,
okay, let's stop this right here. So lead attorney with the hoodie on. So I'll say he on relax mode on this episode. We got my man Will in the building. Shout out to Will. Shout out to Will being in the building with the $9.99. At least if I invite you to lunch. Yes, you know what? You know who always show me love, no matter how many ladies around? My man Will. I gotta get Will always invite me. Even if I can make it or if I can't make it, every time Will comes down, he show your boy some love. So Will is not on that list. He hang out with me and Andre. Yep. Is it Charles said? Third wheel Dre. Because Andre be gone with her girls, right? So they hanging out. They don't see each other much because her best friend lives in one city and the other friends and all of them so busy. So when they get a chance to hang out, they click up like Voltron. And then you got me. I'm like, my boy's coming to town. Oh, good. I had a truck. I got the transportation so we can go anywhere. Y'all don't be caring. Y'all be like, I'd rather be with a hot chick in an Uber than to hang out with Andre in an SUV with AC. Shout out to Jay again. All right. Once again, lead attorney did this video about 2 days ago. And he did a long video, but somebody asked him a question about the Passport Bros and the movement. And it was such a profound response, man. I was like, I gotta get this out here. And so after we look at one, we're going to discuss it, and then we're going to, as we go through it, and then we're going to also, man, hey, Stefano, I believe it when I see it. It's like when people in 2020, I believe that stimulus check once I see it in my bank account. Shout out to Black Nubian. He said hot chick and Uber sounds like bad comedy show. I know, right? Comedy movie. We got 81 people in the building. Make sure you all 81 of you guys click that like button. All right, let's get started with lead attorney. Like I said, we're going to start with lead attorney, and then we're going to go to Dennis Sperling's live stream of his reality show. Let's get ready to pull this up. And let me turn the music down just a little bit because I want you guys to really hear lead. All right, there we go. Move me out of the way. And let's bring this beat back.
We got Ron. Ron Alexander says, TLA, salute. Question. With Passport Bros gaining attention, what are your thoughts on men going abroad to find women to date and marry? I don't know about the marriage thing. I know a lot about the dating thing. I'm not a passport bro. I would not consider myself a passport bro. I will tell you this, though. I lived in Mexico on and off for 6 years. The experiences that I had in Mexico I see why brothers travel overseas and get their mind blown, among other things. I see the addiction, because it's not that the women over there are better. They are not better. They're just humans. They're women. Culture's different. And you're different. Guys, I mean, y'all can't see me, but I'm just, listen, man, listen. Y'all see me. I ain't no damn Idris Elba. I ain't no damn, what's that nigga name from the 90s? I was gonna say Shakur. What's his name? Shamar. What's the dude name? The light-skinned dude. Oh, black women love that dude. This was back in the day. I'm just a regular dude. And if you see me down in Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson Airport, you don't see me. I am invisible in that airport. Why am I invisible in the airport? Because if you go to that airport at any time that it's open, it is 7,000 niggas in that airport look just like me.
Let's stop right there. He's making a profound statement. First thing that he says is that it could be addictive, and he's right. Travel can be addictive, but it's an addiction that you love to have. And I don't even consider it an addiction. I consider it more of a habit. Being a man that travels and have the opportunity to travel, for me, it's a habit. It's what I do. It's a part of my makeup. It's a part of who I am now. Just like exercising, just like drinking water, just like anything else that's positive in my life. So it is with travel. Travel is not just a luxury for us brothers that consider ourselves passport bros or just blue book gentlemen or travelers. It is not a luxury. It's a part of our lives. It's a way of life for who we are. Brothers that just get on cruises, that's just having fun. Dudes that might go maybe once or twice a year on the trip, okay, cool. Nothing wrong with that. But for those of us that this travel thing is who we are, just like some people go bowling, or some people play golf or tennis or play poker, so it is with us who travel. It's who we are. And so that addiction, I'll take that. Second thing that he said was that no matter where you go, women are women. To a certain extent, I agree with the 100%. No matter where you go, women are women. But he also snuck in this. Some guys may not have caught this. He said, but the culture is different. Women are women, but the culture is different. What does he mean by women are women? No matter where you go, is that my dude in the building? Solo RD? Solo Travelers in the building. Shout out to my man being in the building. Lead attorney, aka Jameson J. Campbell. Shout out. You gonna put that man government name out there like that. Shout out to him. Also, I saw so my man in the building, he said creator only. He said peace from ATL Atlanta. Best advice on YouTube. Yes. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you for the $9.99. So what he was also saying was this. All women are the same, guys, and this is also serious because some guys travel and they think that these things are not expected by women in Asia. They don't think this is expected by women in Belize. They don't think about women in Central Africa want this. 3 things all men are judged by. All men. Provision. Can you provide for a community or a family or yourself? Protection, whether it be physical protection, whether it be having enough wisdom to protect your son or daughter from doing certain things, protect your wife from walking into situations. Perfect example. If your wife got gossipy friends, but you tell your wife, babe, don't get into that. Let them be, let them deal with that. That's protection. So a lot of times protection is not just the fisticuffs or can you fire that thing, but sometimes the protection that you give is for your family. Third thing that all men are judged by, your problem solving skills. That's where your leadership comes in. You are a person that has the ability to take a family, take a child, take a relationship. You don't necessarily have to be married, but take a relationship in a direction. Can you take a relationship in a direction? Anybody can start a relationship. Can you guide one? Anybody can step on a boat. Can you sail one? That's what our problem-solving skills are expected of us as men. So that's what all women in the world want from you. They want to know if you can provide, can you protect, and can you lead or have problem-solving skills. So when he says basically all women are the same, he's not talking about looks, he's not talking about language. He's basically talking about they have 3 expectations no matter where you go. So don't think that you're going to go to another country and they're not looking for you to be a provider, protector, or problem solver. Don't think you can head to Australia and they're not looking for that same thing from you. Don't think you can go to Austria. Don't think you can go to Atlanta. No matter where you go, women expect these things from you. And that's a part of just the value of being a man, not necessarily just high value, but just the value of being a man. But then he said culture. He's right. He said it like, I'm sorry, ladies, but the culture is different. Women in Mexico ain't always raising their voices. You've got cultures here like they don't like loud speakers. Americans, we speak loud, no matter what. You could be black, white, gray, purple, corporal, male, female. Compared to other countries, as soon as Americans sit down at a table, we are some loud mother. So cultures are different. If you get into a disagreement sometime with certain women, they're not loud. Now, some of you may deal with some loud Dominican women. He's going to address that. But for the most part, do realize that cultures are going to be different. And this for some of you guys, this is just advice for some of you guys that haven't traveled yet and you're just thinking about it. Remember, women expect those 3 things from you. They're all the same, but the cultural experience is different. Completely different. Like I said, if you're a person that don't like to be touched, don't come to South America. If you ain't no hugger, if you ain't no cuddler, you can get away with it a little bit. South American women are very touchy-feely. They're very touchy, kiss on the cheek, kiss. They're very hands-on women. Very, very, very. Very into hugging. And it's not just a hug for them. They'll walk up. Andrea does this all the time. She'll walk up and give me a hug if she thinks I need a hug. When was the last time you just had a woman just walk up on you and just give you kisses all over the face, all over the cheeks, and just walk away? Just because she thought you needed it. When was the last time you saw a woman in the States just walk up to you, give you a hug, just because she thought you needed it? I mean, think about it. Some of us men don't get any effect. We haven't had any affection when we was young. My mama wasn't a hugger. I don't know about y'all. Shout out to my mom. I love her. But my mom wasn't the type that's gonna hug you. I can't remember. Other than hug goodbye, my mom give you a hug goodbye or a hug hello. But just a hug to be hugging, like you walking and your mom hugging. No, you ain't getting no hugs. It wasn't that she was being mean. It's just part of my family dynamic. I didn't see too many huggers in my aunties. They wasn't hugging their sons and daughters. That's how my family was made up. Wasn't nobody evil or mean, loving women. So many of us, it was years before we even got our first hug for nothing. I'm going to say that again. For many of us, it was years before we got our first hug for no reason at all. So now I'm here in Colombia, and this woman is always hugging, kissing, caressing. She's always cuddling, always. And I sit back and I'll be in the mall just having a drink with you guys, and I'll see women doing that to their men, and I see men doing that to their women. Like, it's very touchy-feely. So if you're not a touchy-feely person, you might not want to be in a country that has a culture that's touchy-feely. I love it. I kid you not. I love it. Anytime I'm with a woman that tells me she loves me 6-7 times a day, dude, it is crazy how many times me and Andrea say I love you. Crazy. We've been together for 5. We've been married 4 years, but we've been together for like 5-6 years, and we still say it like we just a brand new couple. And I see other couples do that. Now, do all couples do that? No, but my point is that he's right. Cultures are different. And the last thing that he's saying that, listen, fellas, he's right. I ain't gonna lie to you. Some of you guys already know this. In the United States, we just regular ass dudes. Let's be real. You're a regular dude. So some dudes may be pretty boys, and some dudes may got an extra amount of money. But at the end of the day, you just a regular dude, especially in Atlanta, especially in Chicago, especially in Detroit. You just another brother. And then you go to these other countries, and I'm telling you dudes that have never traveled. I'm not talking about your Jamaica travel. I'm not talking about you dudes that travel to DR once or twice. I'm talking about you been to somewhere else other than DR. I'm telling you, man, you guys are exotic. Exotic. Just think about the most exotic female that you can imagine. That's how women in other countries look at you. Your American accent that they've been hearing in the hip hop music their whole lives. They've been hearing Tribe Called Quest. They've been hearing the Yin Yang Twins. They've been hearing Little John. They've been hearing all those hip hop artists. They've been hearing everybody from Eminem to Nas their whole lives. And you come to their country with that same swag and the same accent. And that's probably my reason why I'm always putting my foot down for dudes that do only pay for play. Because I know how these women look at you. I'm talking about real women, not the pay for play. Pay for play women and party girls look at us for money. I got that. That's a given. I'm talking about most women in South America see you as, I wonder if that dick is good as I heard it was. I wonder if his sex is like I heard about it. Let me hit it. And plus, they look at you like, if I get nasty with him, he can't tell nobody because he ain't from here. So they figure they could be as nasty as they want to be with you. Why? You ain't from here. They can get it in. They can do all the stuff that they don't do locally. Why? Because the local dude gonna run up at the mouth and tell. But you are exotic. And until you get that into your head, fellas, I'm telling you, you're going to keep coming out your money for pay for play. I wish I'm not mean this from the bottom of my heart. Now that I know what I know, if I was single and I was in Cartagena, I wish I would buy some coochie. I wish I ain't going to, now that I know what I know, see, I would do brothel in Cartagena if I didn't know this. If I wasn't here long enough to know how they really see us. But now that I know better, I wish I would pay for some coochie in Cartagena or Medellin. What? Is many women looking at you like you chocolate brothers, you light-skinned brothers, you brothers that be in the gym, you short brothers, you tall brothers. I'm telling you, they want you brothers. They want y'all. They desire you. They are already used to their own. You are outside of the box. And you automatically assume that you got to pay for it. But I'm telling you, brothers, I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I live here long enough to see how these women look at, dude, they still look at me like that, and I'm married. I still walk in the gym, and I still get that look. Your boy still, 4 years later, I'm still fighting them off. Because I'm y'all. What? What you mean? I'm American, man. I'm a dude from the United States. Doesn't matter what race. I'm a dude from the States. I'm a dude from the West. So if you're from Canada or UK, they trying to drop panties. I wish I would pay for I'll be walking through Cartagena. I'll be walking past all them heifers. I'll be walking right past them on my way to the chick that hit me up in the club. And I ain't talking about the pay for play chick. I'm trying to meet the chick that I met in the mall earlier that day that hit me up. I'm trying to hit up with that chick that talk about, I want to show you the real Cartagena tomorrow morning. Okay, cool. You can come over tonight. Boy, y'all running around the clock. I wish up. See, but I didn't know that before. Don't get me wrong, guys. I didn't know that before. I didn't realize that in Spain that I'm exotic. I didn't realize that if you zoom the top, you were still exotic. I didn't know all that. Cause I'm thinking like, okay, it's a bunch of brothers walking around, so they see all of us brothers. So I ain't no special about us. That's BS. All of us are special. They want all of us. All of us are in high demand. And the other thing is, guys, before we go back to lead attorney, you guys have to come to reality that the numbers are skewed in a lot of countries that we go to when it comes to the male to female ratio, just like it is in Atlanta. Some of you dudes leave Atlanta knowing it's 20-something to one dude. You do realize you coming to Colombia, it's like that too. You do realize in some of the places in Southeast Asia that you go into, it ain't that many dudes either. And the dudes that show up, shout out to the Russian brothers, they ain't no competition. Man, I'm telling y'all, man, y'all do not realize how much these women down here be looking at y'all like, ugh. And then Andrea don't help because Andrea spread the word about all the good dudes, about y'all dudes. Andrea girlfriends be like, what about this one? What about that one? Well, how about it? How's it to be with an American man? Man, y'all sleeping, brother. I'm telling you, y'all in demand. Shout out to my man Diego's in the building for $4.99. He said me and the YouTuber got into it about Cartagena. He said 80% of. Let me move me out of the way. Let me move lead out of the way for it. 80% of the women are paid for. That's bullshit. I'm gonna tell y'all something. He said pay for play in a 2 million person city. Not true. I'm gonna tell you something for real. Colombia, on average, I think it's 54 million people. 54 million. Let's just say of adult women, there's 14 million adult women. Did you? And I looked this up because dudes been saying that for a while, Diego. So I finally looked it up. We got 101 people in here. Make sure you guys click that like button. I like you. Make sure you like us too. So I looked it up. Let's just say it's 14 million eligible women over the age of 20 years old. Did you know that there are only 50,000 professional pay-for-play women in Colombia? That's it. That's it. When you go to Cartagena Clock Tower, it's not even if you think about it, let's be real. It's not even 100 women under the clock tower or walking that strip. It's not even 100 women. It might be 70, 80. Let's put it at 100. Let's say every time you go to the clock tower, it's 100 women. But you can't tell me it's 200. 200 women? You at the clock tower? That's a concert. 200 women walking the stroll. That's a crowd. A crowd. Just strolling the streets of Cartagena. You guys been in Cartagena. You know how narrow those streets are. You get 200 women in those streets. So it's not 200 in Cartagena, the clock tower. Let's say the number in Colombia of pay for play. Let's quadruple it. Let's quadruple it. Let's say it's not 50,000, which the statistics said. Let's say that it's 200,000. That includes women that are part-time pay for play. That includes the professional. That includes the brothels. That includes the ones that's not on record. Let's say it's 200,000. Let's even push it even further. Let's say it's 500,000 across Colombia pay for play. You still got 13.5 million eligible women that want to get to know you. You do not have all pay for play in Manizales, in Cartagena, in Pereira, in Chocó, in Buenaventura, those black states I just named off, Cali, Medellin. The only reason pay for play numbers look larger is because that's what's promoted to us. If I buy a yellow car, I'll notice yellow cars. But if you don't go to Cartagena, you didn't know anything about pay for play, you wouldn't notice them. Like a perfect example. If you go to Atlanta, there's plenty of pay for play in Atlanta. Plenty of pay for play in Detroit, DC, LA. But most of us don't even notice them because we don't hang out in that world. When I was in the A, I was meeting regular everyday women. I couldn't tell you if it was a pay for play around because I wasn't in that world. So it is in any city that you go to in the world. If you're not into that, you won't notice it. You won't notice. I kid you not. I go to Cartagena. I couldn't tell you who's pay for play. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I couldn't tell you who's actually paid. I'm like, okay, is she out here on a date or is she out here with her girls? Is she out here? I couldn't tell you. Why? I'm not in that world. So when dudes sit back and make that statement, over 90% of the women in Cartagena, 90% of all the women in DR. That's not true. Statistically, it's not true. Now, I will give them this. They said Medellin, that if you put a roof over Medellin, it will be the biggest brothel in the world. Now, don't get me wrong. Medellin, they out there doing it, but it's still not majority of women. Pay for play does not make up a huge pool of women. Pay for play throughout history has always been a minority group of women that were selling their bodies. It's always been a small group throughout history, throughout the Bible, throughout Egypt. No matter how far you go back in time, pay for play has always been a small minority group. Never been a major group. But if you hang out in that circle a lot, that's all you notice. Once again, if you buy a yellow car, you'll start noticing yellow cars. When we bought our truck, red, I swore I didn't see any red vehicles here in Colombia except for every blue moon. Now, that's all we notice. Red vehicles. So it is. Let's get back to the lead, though. Shout out to you, brother. Get back to the lead attorney. I'm gonna come back to your comment about Cartagena, brother. Let me slide it back a little bit. There we go.
Don't see me. I am invisible in that airport. Why am I invisible in the airport? Because if you go to that airport at any time that it's open, it is 7,000 niggas in that airport look just like me. Just Shamar Moore, thank you. I knew Shamar Moore. When I was coming up, man, he was taking all the ass. Jesus. Leave some for somebody else. Then the 90s came, thank the Lord. 90s saved us. With Tyson and what's the dude name from Boys in the Hood? Y'all know the dude. He saved millions of black men himself. What's that dude's name? I can just watch the chat. Y'all are like Google. Y'all are like Chat GPT-4. I say, hey, what is this? And then like 3 or 4 of y'all would be like, dang, y'all know it instantly. No, somebody said Wesley Snipes. Hell no, Wesley Snipes ain't saved nobody. Morris Chestnut, thank you, Pineapple Banana. Wesley Snipes, come on. Morris Chestnut saved us. God damn. At any rate, if I go to the airport, I don't get one look, not one, because everybody looks like me. When I was going to Mexico, when I was living in Mexico, guys, I could tell you some stories and y'all would think I was lying. Because y'all can see me. Y'all be like, nigga, that ain't true. I can show you some photos. There are about 3 videos on the internet that I wish I could take down. I'm exotic when I go to Mexico. I'm invisible in the United States, but I'm exotic in Mexico, especially when I was down there.
My bad. Actually, this one is I download it and I edit it, and then I upload directly into StreamYard. So I'm not using YouTube. It's actually like a video live, and then you don't have to say fair use. Yeah, I caught that King's thing. You don't have to say fair use when you are starting and stopping the commentary. That's what my problem was. I was just letting it ride, and that's when they were, it would hit me with the strike. But when it comes to being exotic, he's not just saying himself. I'm telling you guys, it's so funny how we've been so mistreated, or I won't say mistreated, but take it for granted as handsome, supportive, strong, good men in our own country. I mean, I remember Jesus said, a prophet is never without honor except for in his home country, among his own people. He said a prophet is never without honor except in his own country, among his own people. That's how you feel as a brother. That's how you feel some white dudes feel. That's how some Asian dudes feel. When you in the States, you take it for granted so much because women think they have no competition. They really, really think there is no competition. And as long as we stay within the borders of the United States, they're right. They ain't got no competition. Fat chicks in the United States ain't got no competition. Why? Everybody fat. Hot chicks in the United States feel like they ain't got no competition. Why? Because there ain't that many hot chicks. Tall chicks feel like she ain't got no competition. The petite chick, she feel like she ain't got no competition. Smart chicks feel like she ain't got no competition. Crafty chicks that are being slick with it, they feel like they ain't got no. They all feel like there is no competition. Can't nobody take my man from me. I do this. They brag on hip hop songs. I got the tightest coochie. I get the fire's head. Well, no man dare leave me. They really have programmed themselves to believe they have no competition. And as long as you do stay in the States, they're right. They have the right to treat you like that. Because you've given them the right. You've given them the power. We've done it. We created this monster and let these women think they have no competition. They ain't got to go to no gym. Why? You smash big girls. She don't need to go to the gym. If the last two females you got that you had to convince yourself that they were thick because they were cute, she ain't got no competition. Why she need to go to the gym? She going to the refrigerator. If you dudes keep on smashing fat chicks in Cancun that's from the States, they gonna feel like they ain't got no competition. They don't have to treat. My point is, remember Lee just said, when I get to Mexico, I'm exotic. When was the last time any of you dudes, Asian brothers if you in here, white brothers, Latin brothers if you in here, black brothers, when was the last time you felt exotic in the United States? I have never a day in my life, and I'm not a bad looking brother, and I'm just like some of you guys. I stay in the gym. I passed the 6 feet. I've done the 6 figures. I'm the white collar. I've been the blue collar. I've been the thug, the whole thing. I ran the gambit. I've been the dude that been in prison that got out that they was like, oh my God, he got that cologne called fresh out of jail. I gotta give it to him. I've ran the gambit. I've spoken on stage in front of thousands of people. I've sat back in a jail cell, 24-hour lockup. I've done it all. And I've lived from San Francisco all the way to Ohio. Born and raised in Detroit, moved all the way down to Atlanta, south of Stockridge, and all the way to Florida with Orlando, Tampa, and St. Petersburg. Shout out to St. Pete. I have never one day on this planet ever had a woman treat me like I was exotic. And if she did, it was always a woman from another country. Like when I was messing with a German chick, or I messed with a Ukrainian chick, or like a chick that's straight from Sicily. Those women treated me like I was exotic. I had one of them tell me, she said, Andre, I'm glad that you are on this earth. Say that again. She said, baby, I'm so glad that you just on this earth. I have never had a black woman ever. My mama ain't tell me she was glad I was on this earth. She loved me because I was on this earth. But I'm just talking about a woman that cared about me, said, I'm glad that you are on this earth. Not in her life, on this, not on this planet, on this earth. Man, you see, I'm still riding it out. My ego so big about that moment. Bad Ukrainian chick. Fine. They treat you like you exotic, but regular everyday women from the States, you brothers can't. I ain't see nobody in the chat put nothing in there. In the chat say, yeah, I got treated exotic by a regular sister from the States. Ain't nobody put nothing in there in the chat. You know why? Because you're not treated like that. And none of us do. And that's why Leader Turner, you're going to get to the point where he said, if I live, it was so profound when he said that. He said, if I was born 1,000 times, but it was in the United States, I would never experience, and you will never experience what it's like to be treated as a man outside of the United States. I don't care about your height. I don't care about your color. I don't care about your level of money. Andrea always says, Colombian women, yeah, we appreciate a man with money. But if you got money and you a jerk, oh, you gonna either get cheated on or she gonna just take your money and leave you. Cause she ain't gonna stay with the jerk. You can forget that part. Colombian women don't stay with you if you're a jerk. That's not about to happen. They barely tolerate their men being like that. It's one thing to be machisto. It's another thing to just be a straight jerk. So I'm telling you guys, man, if you just a good dude, and of course, if you got some paper, cool. But if you're a good dude, that's the first thing that they're looking for in a date. For real. Shout out to my man Blade Runners in the building. However, their attitude changes once they find out that you are traveling out of the country. Preach, Pastor. Preach. You say they become real interested and very competitive. They do. Now they want to get a recipe book after Kevin Samuels had passed on and told them to get a recipe book all these years. Now they want to get a recipe book. Man, listen. Shout out to my man in the building with the $4.99. I ain't forget about you. He says, for the $9.99 also, brother. Thank you very much. He says, making sure to avoid the pros in Cartagena next month. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, dude, it's some regular chicks that be just trying to be down with y'all. Man, I wish Los was in here. Los just got married to a woman in Cartagena. I got a couple of brothers that married to some good women in Cartagena. No issues, educated, focused, doing what they need to do. Ain't giving a man no trouble. Ain't got no side dude. None of that. Just regular, everyday women. I mean, dudes that just happy as can be, just in regular relationships with women from Cartagena. So when I be hearing dudes talking about Cartagena, all paid for, I'm like, what the? I'm like, that's bull. See, Here's the cool thing about having your boy Dre boots on the ground 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And I travel. I've been to over 35 cities in this country. I can call bullshit. I can say that's a lie, bro. That's a lie, bro. And I can tell it to a dude in his face. We ain't got to be on this live stream. I could walk right. I'll be in a bar and tell a dude, dog, that ain't true, bro. Oh, but sister, I've been on something. That's since you been here. That's your experience. And I'm gonna tell you something for real, brother. And I tell a dude the true breakdown. I quick to call that BS, man. That's a lie, because when dudes sit back and say stuff, that's their experience, bruh. You mess with pay for play, so I expect you to be like that. You buy yellow cars, you see yellow cars. That's all they see is pay for play. That's all they see is part-time pay for play. And like I always say, the universe is going to give you what you keep asking for. You keep asking the universe for pay for play. Guess what the universe is going to give you? Like attracts like. That's the law of the universe, just like the law of gravity. It is, we can't change it. Like will all, whatever you like, whatever you attract, whatever you're into, guess what? A person that's into reading is going to find some of the best books. A dude that's into movies, it can tell you about some of the best movies. A dude that's into cars can tell you all about the intricacy of cars. Like what you like will attract you. That's how God winds up the clock of the universe. Like will always attract like. If you like pay for play, and that's the majority of the women that you deal with, the universe will keep on winding up the clock of your life and giving you what you ask for. So when you don't see other women, you're not supposed to see other women. Why? Like attracts like. Whatever you like, that's what you're going to attract. Come on, fellas. But as soon as you say, okay, let me break that habit, and all of a sudden you start noticing a totally different genre, different type of woman coming your way. I kid you not. And all of a sudden you can't, perfect example. My brother said, I'm gonna come back to my story in a second, but my brother said, he said, I know one way to avoid it is to not have trick energy and be thirsty. He said, going to book a consultation with you, brother, before I fly out. Hit me up, brother. I got your back. Definitely, man. Thank you again for the super chat. My boy Brandon in the building once again. Hey, my brother, I'm in Medellin right now. Shout out to Medellin. Making $5K a month passive income. And believe you me, it's not luck, guys. Oh, he lucky, or he fortunate. I used to be one of the dudes that think that, like, oh man, that's good for you, brother. He must be lucky. He must be fortunate, or he must have did this. No. Once I got off my ass and started doing what I need to do, I started walking in his shoes. Who knew? All it took was hard work. Yep, that was me. I thought everybody was lucky. Everybody lucky. He got $1 million. He lucky. Making $5K a month income. We had a coaching session 6 months ago. Is $5,000 enough to live? Yeah, way more. Or should I go back to the States and level up? Been in Colombia 4 days. If you're making, I mean this in all sincerity, if you're making 5,000 online, you're way more than good. I'm gonna say something to you, Brandon, that it took me a minute to catch on to. It took me like a couple of months, right? Thanks for the super chat, brother. I just got down here, right? And so all I knew was gringo prices, tourist prices. I didn't know once you live here. And Taylor Made Dream said this about DR. Once you live here, prices go down. So when you're paying for Airbnb, or you're paying for your hotel rooms, or you're paying for fun, or you're paying for parties, or you're paying for the tourist clubs, you're paying for popping bottles at the tourist spots, it's a lot higher. But when you live here, you know where the real hot spots are. So now, when I first came to Cali, I'm paying, I kid you not, I looked at the bottle that we were popping the other day in the new club. Me and Ace got a bottle, and it was like 260,000 pesos, right? Nice club, but it's 260,000 pesos for that bottle, which is about $60. Wasn't bad, but just $60. Now, since I live here, when I pop the bottles, it's like $35, $25, completely different. Why? I live here. I know the different regular everyday Colombian spots, not just the touristy spots. Why did I say all that? Making $5,000 a month as a tourist going to touristy spots, it's a little bit more costly. But once you're living here with that $5,000, oh man, you ain't spending that much. Andre and I kid you not, living in zone 5. The highest zone you can live in is 6. We're in zone 5 in the suburbs. Been living here for 4 years. All of our bills put together, just the regular bills, is $1,200 a month for 2 grown-ass people to live in the zone 5. So even if you lived in Medellin, let's say it was $2,000 a month, let's say it was $2,000 a month for all your bills, food, your medical insurance, your Wi-Fi, your everything, your Airbnb, everything. The other thing about what's gonna bring your costs down, when you live in Colombia, you ain't out to impress nobody no more. See, when you first get here, you getting the best jacuzzis, the best, spot with the pool on the roof and all that. Boy, when you live here, man, you like, man, I give me a nice spot, but it ain't gotta have a jacuzzi in it. I live here now. I ain't gotta have a jacuzzi in my apartment. If it comes with one, cool, but you like, I'm still smashing without a jacuzzi. I live here now. So you're not spending money on certain spots that you would spend if you're a tourist or if you were just visiting here. So your $5,000, bruh, I'm telling you, is way more than enough. And if you spending over $5,000 a month in Colombia, you tricking. I can't put it no other way. I wish I would. You tricking 3,000 easy. Easy. And I'm not just talking about like pay for play. You tricking like she done told you that she needs a new vacuum cleaner. Baby, here goes some money. Get you a maid. Damn, a vacuum. You tricking that money. You better believe that. Any dude that's spending $5,000 a month in Colombia and you don't own the property, you tricking or got tricked. Man, I pay $1,200 a month for my apartment. It's a 5-bedroom. How many people live there? Me? Wait a minute, pause. You got a 5-bedroom in Colombia. You paying $1,200, $1,300 a month, and it's only you living there? You got tricked. You gave papaya. You gave papaya. There is no way in hell you spend $5,000. I'm not saying that you spending it. I'm saying that no way in hell you should be spending $5,000 a month in Colombia and you don't own that property that you living in. You don't need to. Like I said, all of our bills put together, not including the salary we give ourselves and a little spending here, a little spending there, but all of our expenses put together, including groceries, $1,200, maybe $1,500 a month at the most. And we do not live in a raggedy apartment. Our apartment building is like, we've been here 4 years. The apartment building is only 6 years old. So yeah, good statement, brother. I'm telling you, you really do not need to go back to the States and regroup unless you need to. And if you do, don't be ashamed of it. Just it's part of getting everything together for your final move. Sometimes you got to treat the United States part-time, live in the United States part-time, live in Colombia part-time until you get everything in order. Then you like, okay, cool, I'm good. That's how you want to do that. Just like that. But yeah, man, you got way more than enough you need. With that, $5,000 a month, in about a good year and a half, you should be trying to put some money down on something. And I'm saying that to all you dudes. If you bringing in $5,000 or more a month in Colombia, there is no way you should not, in a few years, be putting a down payment on a piece of property in Cartagena, knowing that those, even if you're going to have it as a piece of business. For example, you can get you an apartment, a 1-bedroom or 2-bedroom in Cartagena, right off the water, brand new condo for $60,000, $70,000. You know how much money that could be bringing in every month? Because you know Cartagena always got some tourists. So you making money, residual income that's constantly coming in. Or you can say, you know what? Medellin was cool, but I like Cartagena. And now you got your own place in Cartagena and you ain't paying nobody rent no more. Why? Because you bring in $5,000 a month and all you needed was $2,500 to live a good life in Medellin. And now you got $2,500 to put to the side every month as a down payment for a piece of property in Colombia. Or you could just sit back and say, you know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and stack. Now I got that 70,000 sitting in my bank account right now. I'm about to pay full cash for it. And the reason why I say that, because that's how we doing it. That's exactly how we doing it, bro. We know that it only takes $1,200 a month. Let's say I'm making $5,000 a month, right? Let's say I'm making $5,000 a month. Make more than that, but let's say I'm making $5,000 a month. If my bills are only $2,800, including Andrea, let's say 15. I'm sorry, not $2,800. I mean $1,200, and let's push it up to 15. My bills every month. Do you not realize that we stacking? If I got $3,000 left every month, man, that's why I got that Vanguard account. I got cryptocurrency. I got Charles Schwab's. I've got Fidelity. I'm all on my Webull account. Yeah. I'm putting monies all off into small little investments into Guyana with their slow stock exchange. Why? Because it only cost me $1,200 to $1,500 a month to live in Colombia. Now I got all this extra money, and I'm not about to trick it. So if I see all this extra money disappearing from your account, I'll automatically know you tricking. No, I ain't Drake bullshit. You tricking. I got a girlfriend. You tricking with her. No, I ain't, bruh. You either tricking with her or tricking for her or being tricked by her, but you tricking. If you just telling me your bills in Medellin are $2,000 or $2,800 and you got $5,000 and you can't make it with that other $2,500, that $2,500 disappearing somewhere. Your weed habit, your alcohol habit ain't that strong to blow through $100 extra every month. That's why I say, when I see dudes that's overspending, I'm like, you tricking, dog. No, I ain't. Yes, you are. You ain't got to lie to me. I live here. You can lie to dudes that don't live here. I live here. I know where the money go to. I know how much it costs to live here. That's straight up. Shout out to Brandon. Brandon said, I think that I need about 100 or 120 to 150K saved. I'm ex-military. I want to live an elite luxury life in the States and was making close to 200K active income from trucking. Shout out to my trucking brothers. Shout out to you, Brandon. I think I need 10 to 15K a month. It depends on what country you're moving to. Here in Colombia? No. And I'm thinking zone 6. Let's say you're zone 6. And I'm talking about, let me show you what I mean by zone 6 in Cali. I'm talking about Ponce. Cali, Colombia, Ponce houses. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. Let's get this. There's an area in Cali, Colombia, which is the like the top of the top homes. So let me pull this up for you guys. We're going to get back to our video in a second, but let me pull this up for you guys so that you guys see what I'm talking about. Here in Cali. Okay. Make sure you guys can see that. Okay, let me move this out the way. Thanks for the super chat again, brother. Okay. You see this home? You see these homes? This Cali, Colombia also. This is your zone 6 here in Cali, Colombia. It don't even cost you $10,000 a month to live here. Even Andrea and I have been considering buying a house out here. These are the same type of areas that they have in Medellin. These are gated areas that most people that go to Medellin don't even know that these areas exist, because if you're not going into the gated areas, you don't know that these areas exist. It's like whole gated neighborhoods. These are townhouses here in Cali. And I could go to Medellin, but they have the same type of homes. I just want to give you guys an idea of what it looks like. You would think you see palm trees in Cali, Colombia, but yeah, they have them. So that's just to give you an idea of what it would look like if you owned. If you make it $10,000 a month, it doesn't even take. If you make it $5,000, you're getting those areas in Medellin and in Cartagena and in Cali. You could get $5,000 a month would get you in zone 6, just like I just showed you, all day long. So yeah, I kid you not, brothers. What I always recommend is for a person to live part-time in the States, part-time out in your new country. Because you start to get a feel that all that you need to build up in the States is just going to be stuff that you're going to leave for the next generation. Me, right now, y'all be the first ones I haven't spoke to Andrea about this. Right now, I mainly focus on acquiring things for the next generation. So when we have kids, they'll have this, they'll have that. Kind of like you hear Taylor Made Dreams does with his daughter. He's always talk about, I just bought some land here, I bought a house here, and I got all this. He's setting up his income, his life. I got my trust set up. All those things he's got set up for the next generation. I'm at that stage of life as well. When you're making $10,000 a month, you ain't thinking about your generation no more. Your generation is taken care of under $5,000. You can take care of yourself living in the best areas of Colombia for less than $5,000 a month. And I'm talking about even if you was in Bogota. So the rest of that money, that's for the next generation. That ain't even for you. That's for you. That money just gonna keep compound interest. It's just gonna keep flipping. That's what that money's for. $20,000 a month. You spend $20,000 a month. You might as well go back to the States. Making $20,000 a month is great. Spending $20,000 a month, yeah, no, you. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I've been to every area. That's why I was able to show you the Ponce area, because I've been all over Colombia, all over in the fancy areas and really nice zone 6 areas, the areas where politicians live. Andrea and I always go to the top, the best hotels, the best restaurants, the best of the best. And even doing that, we don't crack $3,000 a month. We might, no. We might crack like 31, 32 if we're going on a trip and throughout the country and doing a little bit of splurging and things like that. But for the most part, $1,200 to $1,500 a month. And for you dudes that really want to live your luxurious life in Colombia, $5,000 a month is plenty. Plenty. Best townhouse. Anytime you see yourself and you're spending more than $5,000 a month in Colombia, you are getting got. I swear. They know you are a tourist. They're giving you tourist prices. They know you're a foreigner. They're giving you foreigner prices because a Colombian business person or Colombian politician wouldn't pay that much for that amount. I mean, for that piece of property that you paying $5,000 a month for, or $4,000, and you got your expenses. Hell no, hell no, no. Yeah, yep, 2,000 plus a month. Absolutely. If you can't make it on, like I said, if you got $5,000 and you're bringing in 5,000 plus a month. I got one ex-military brother. I mentioned this story to you guys. Shout out to you, Kings, for that. I got one ex-brother that's military, and we will all have me, TA, my neighbor, ex-Navy brother. We all were having lunch, right, at an Afro-Colombian spot, and the brother said, "I make $8,000 a month now." He said, "Guys, let me ask y'all a question. Should I retire now? Because I want to move to another country. Should I retire now? Or should I stay in and I'll be making almost like 9.95, 9.2 if I stay another 4 or 5 years?" I said, how much is your time worth? The time of your life worth? I said, you're bringing in over $8,000 a month, not including all the properties that he owns across the country. That's just ex-military. That's $8,000 a month ex-military. Right now, if he quit today, not including all the properties that he owns in the 2 businesses that he owns, not including all his investments that he's invested in, stocks and so forth, just ex-military. I say, how much is your time worth? And that's what TA looked at me. He said the same thing. He said, yeah, your time. He said, I say, that's all I could think about. You are willing to spend 3 to 5 more years in the military just so you can make an extra, what, $1,100, $1,200? When you have enough money that many people wish that they could make, and you can live the best life starting today. You can live the life that you dream about starting today. And you would rather sit in the military for another 3 years just for $1,200? Man, if you don't quit the military and get a paper route, you'd be better off with a paper route. Will says, the American mindset will always mess up. Yeah, and that was me too. I was the same way. I thought, well, if I came to Colombia, I'd have to have that, and I had all that American retirement mindset of what you need to stack up in my mind until I start studying time and realize that, wait a minute, if I stay another 3 years, I can't get that back. And how much would I be making more if I left right now compared to 3 years? And it wasn't even worth it. It wasn't even worth me staying in my career of being a college recruiter for another 3 years just so I could make a little more, not realizing that if I moved to Colombia, I could start my own and still have my own and still live the life that I deserve to live. That's why you dudes that got money, I don't be jealous of you dudes that got money, like money. I don't be jealous of y'all dudes at all, because y'all still working. I make $500,000 a year. I don't need $500,000 a year. And I still go to the same restaurants that you go to when you come to Colombia. I could live in the same neighborhood that you live in when you come to Colombia. I drive a nice vehicle, and you rent somebody, you got a nice driver that drives a nice vehicle. No matter what, you my equal and I'm yours. All you do is y'all making good money. I've just crossed 3 million this year. I'd be happy for y'all. You'll never see me get jealous of a dude with money. Why? Because I got time. I got the one thing that you don't have: time. I've mastered time. I enjoy my time. I can sit back and I could actually go. If I want to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, I can. If I want to give it up at 5 o'clock in the evening, I can. You and your multi-million-dollar ass can't do none of that. I live a better life than Beyonce. I live a better life than Jay-Z. Why? They don't have time. They don't have time like I got. Jay-Z got to work for maids and mansions. He ain't got no time. I don't work for no maids. I don't work to keep mansions. Nice to have a mansion, but I don't need all that. I need my time. I need to have time that as soon as somebody say, hey, Dre, meet me in Medellin, I could jump on a plane to go to Medellin. I don't have to sit back and be like, well, you know, when I get off work at 8:30, so when 8:30 come, I'll meet you in Medellin at. No. As soon as y'all be like, Dre, meet me in Medellin. Okay, cool. Andrea flying out to Bogota tomorrow. Andrea has her clients. You know, Andrea is a tax accountant for a few major businesses down here in Cali. She has her clients, but she has her time. So now that she has her time, when her girlfriends say, girl, what you doing? Why don't you fly on down? Andrea can do that. All the chicks that ain't got time, they got way more money than Andrea, they can never have time. Bruh, once y'all realize that time is the greatest natural resource, man, please. I'm like this, in all sincerity. Give me, like my brother, give me $3,000 to $5,000 a month, and I'm out. I'm out. I kid you not. If I was in the States, my goal would be online. Give me about 3 to 5 a month. Once I get to 3, I'm out. But if I get to $5,000 a month, ain't no way I'm gonna still be in the States. And my desire is to move out the States. Well, let me stay here until I get 6. Why? The United States taught you to be a worker bee. United States told you need to have this abundance of, dude. Any of you dudes that right now, if you have 100,000 saved, dude, that's like what, 10 years? That's like 10 years of money in Colombia. No, I won't stretch it that far. I'll sit back and say that's at least 7. That's 7 years of freedom that you could have. And even if you let that continue to just compound, let that 100,000 just compound the interest. If you just got, like me, dividend stocks, and you got dividend stocks such as REITs, which is real estate investment trust, REITs. So you get dividends every month or every quarter. You just continue to just buy dividend stocks, EFTs and dividend stocks, like I do and other people do. And you just let that compound keep building. Man, I got time. Y'all got money. I'm happy for you. All you dudes that got money, happy for your mother and that. But you ain't got no time. You ain't got no time. If I had a choice between trade my life and the life of Jay-Z, Beyonce, and all the people that got 15 to 30 staff members, and they worth $2-3 billion and all, it can't do. Your whole life is work. I have people working for me. I got this many people and that many people working for me. You right. But if you step away, it's gonna be all hell broke loose. You at the top of the pyramid. And if you step away and use time for what you wanted to for Jay-Z, all hell will break loose. I don't never want to be. Listen, I got out of prison and I ain't about to build my own. There's no way in hell. I love having, and I'm not saying just having just enough. I've got money for emergency funds. We sit back, we have money in emergency funds in 3 currencies. Pesos, dollars, pounds. Right in there. Some of you dudes only think about getting dollars. Yeah, let me stack about $10,000 in cash. Man, dollars. You gotta think of we globalists, we passport bros. You gotta think about, I need to have me at least 2,000 to 3,000 in pounds in emergency money. 2,000 to 3,000 in dollars in emergency money. 10,000 in pesos in emergency money. That's how you have to think. Don't be thinking just in U.S. cash. Because if anything happened to the U.S. dollar, you ass out. You got to have at least 3 currencies, bruh. Pesos, dollars, pounds. And I don't care what country you choose your pesos from. It may be if you're in South America, you're choosing pesos because you're in South America. You in DR, you might be choosing pesos there. You might be in the Philippines, you choosing pesos there. But you got to have some pesos, bruh. You got to have pounds. I don't care if you got Canadian dollars, because Cuba taught us Canadian dollars are just as strong as a U.S. dollar in many cases. I didn't realize that until I got to Cuba. I did not know what a country would be like when you walked in there and they looked at you and your U.S. dollars like, and all you do that's worth 100,000, go to Cuba. That's gonna humble your. Cuba will humble a U.S. citizen fast, because you can't use your credit card, U.S. citizen. You can't use a U.S. debit card, because as soon as you use it, your bank in the United States will lock that thing up so fast, and you got to fight for weeks to get it back, if not months, to get it unlocked. If you want to see how it is that you're going to get humbled, take your ass to Cuba as an American citizen with your U.S. dollars. See how far you go with that. If you ever want to see what it would be like if the dollar wasn't worth, go to Cuba. Go ahead. Take your happy ass to Cuba. You will see for real how much your dollar is worth. Man, please. You'll realize. And all they were talking about in Cuba, like, see, if you'd have bought Canadian dollars, if you'd have bought pounds, that's what woke me and Andre up to making sure we always had at least 3 currencies. I kid you not. That Cuban experience let us realize the mighty dollar ain't as mighty as you think it is. We ain't gonna never get caught up like that again. Shout out to Ken in the building. Thanks again, Will. He said, when I was over there, put a tax on the yeah, man. Listen, they tax the dollars, don't they? If you bring them dollars over there, you want to exchange them, you gonna pay. You're gonna pay. He right. He said keep your financial info private. Yeah. Oh man, listen. Dudes do not know all of it's just like when Taylor Made Dreams tell about his investments. Dudes do not know all about investments. I just give dudes a skirt, you know. None of us tell all of our business. But in all sincerity, man, I want you guys to know the truth about investing in currency, the truth about life over here in Colombia as well. And I ain't got, first of all, most people don't even know where we live at anyways. I heard he lived in Chipichape. Yeah, it's about 3,000 houses by Chipichape, so get to searching. But I feel where you're coming from, Stefano. Good looking out. Oh, we said, not you, Dre. He said people in the chat. Okay, cool. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, man. You guys are in a great position economically. You guys that just asked a couple of questions, you guys are in a great position. Brandon, and who else asked that question? My brother right here. Brandon asked a question. Then somebody else asked one about the 5,000. But yeah, you guys are doing good. Most of you guys are still in the States because of the three F's: finances, family, and friends. You know, some of you guys are still taking care of your mom, or you got kids, things like that. Some of you are just real cool with your friends. You waiting for the right time to relocate. You cool with your career. That's where the finances come in. Some of you are just like, let me get my finances on point, and then, you know, let me take care of business. Let me get my credit straight. All those little things. So take care of your business, man. Your friends, finances, and family. These countries ain't going nowhere for the most part. They'll be here when you're ready. Let's get ready to go back to the lead attorney. I'm going to slide this back some. Let's go back here.
I was running into people that had never seen a Black person in real life. Think about that. They had never seen a Black person in real life. When I was going, Michael Jordan was still in the league. And I got friends today in Mexico that call me Mike, even though that's not my fucking name. That's what they think my name is, because that's what they heard people calling me, because I'm tall and got a bald head. Oh, you're Mike. I was like, all right, nigga, you got your mic. But I was like, that's me down there. Because they had just never seen it. I'm just going to say we all adults. Guys, the amount of ass that I got solely based on women wanting to know if the stereotype about black men was true. You cannot get ass in America because a woman wants to know if black men are really well endowed or not. That's not a thing here. But if you go to a place where there are no black people and they've heard things, I mean, it's mind-blowing stuff. Things that you would just never consider that you're getting status or you're getting clout or you're getting attention for. I remember I was down there, guys. This is before I moved down there, and this is before I spoke Spanish. And this girl came up to me. I was walking from the gym, and it was like 2 p.m, and I saw her come up. She's with her friends, and I saw her come up. She was like 22. She was cute, man. She's super cute. And she was like, give me $5. And I was like, listen, I ain't got $5. I'm just coming from the gym. I don't have my wallet. I just had my backpack. I didn't have any money, because I didn't have my wallet. I was coming from the gym. I just had my little gym shorts on and a backpack. And she was like, no, for real, give me $5. Now she's saying pesos, right? But I'm translating this. And I was like, listen, lady, I ain't got it. She said, I'll give you a kiss if you give me $5. And I was like, you're cute. I don't have $5. Like, get the fuck out of my way. And I tried to go to the side. She jumped in, because sometimes women are fucking, any country, they see you're American, they'll try to get some money out of it. So I kind of moved, and she jumped. She's like, no, you don't understand. I will give you $5 if you kiss me. This is what she was saying. I didn't understand Spanish well enough. So she wanted me to know, like, no, I'm translating it. She was saying it in Spanish. I didn't really know Spanish at the time. She offered me $5. And you guys say, okay, well, $5. No, $5 back in the day to a 22-year-old. I mean, that's like $20 today. So that's real money for a 20-year-old. 22-year-old. She was somewhere around there. Guys, let me ask you something. When is the last time a woman offered you $20 so that they could kiss you? When has that happened to you? That would never happen to me in the United States. Like, no woman's gonna pay you for that. Now, that cute woman isn't this. Let's be fair. She is not offering $20 to Mexicans. It's weird. And so when you ask me about the passport, I'm not a passport bro, but I get it. I get why you get in a foreign country and your mind is blown. I could tell y'all so many stories. So what was your original question? What are your thoughts on men going abroad to find women to date? It'll blow your mind. Now, when you say find women to marry, now I'm like, all right, now let's slow down. You don't want to marry nobody offering you $20 to get you. Hey, that's what I hear, you know. But just to date and have it different experiences, you will have experiences abroad that you will never have in the United States. Not in your lifetime. Not if you could have 1,000 births. If you could be born 1,000 times, you would not have these experiences in the United States.
Bring that beat back. I'm bringing that beat back.
To Mexicans. It's because we're different. And so when you ask me about the passport bros, I'm not a passport bro, but I get it. I get why you get in a foreign country and your mind is blown. I could tell y'all so many stories. So what was your original question? What are your thoughts on men going abroad to find women to date? It'll blow your mind. Now, when you say find women to marry, now I'm like, all right, now let's slow down. Let's slow down. You don't want to marry nobody offering you $20 to get you. Hey, that's what I hear, you know. But just to date and have it different experiences, you will have experiences abroad that you will never have in the United States. Not in your lifetime. Not if you could have 1,000 births. If you could be born 1,000 times, you would not have these experiences in the United States. I don't get one look. You know, I should really, there's a part of me.
Let me pause this for, I'm going to pause this for a second so the vocals can catch up. There we go.
Because I'm a content creator. There's a part of me. There's a person, and there's a part of me that wants to bring this. I want to bring this person on so she could tell you about my time in Mexico, because y'all aren't going to believe me if I started telling.
I'm going to pause it one more time. Take him off the screen. I'm trying to get the vocals up. I know the vocals should be fine, but let me bring him back up again. Thanks, man, Haitian.
You this shit. I got some stuff that I would tell you, and y'all just would be like, lead line. I'm looking at it. Just to date and have it different experiences, you will have experiences abroad that you will never have in the United States. Not in your lifetime. Not if you could have 1,000 births. If you could be born 1,000 times, you would not have these experiences in the United States.
That's crazy.
I don't get one look. You know, I should really, there's a part of me, because I'm a content creator. There's a part of me. There's a person, and there's a part of me that wants to bring this. I want to bring this person on so she could tell you about my time in Mexico, because y'all aren't gonna believe me if I started telling you this shit. I got some stuff that I would tell you, and y'all just would be like, lead line. I'm looking at the nigga, he lying. And she would back it up for numerous reasons. But if you never travel overseas, you never get that. Now, I've never been to the Dominican Republic. I've never been to Brazil. For me, I'm not about whoremongering. But that's a personal thing. I've got friends who whoremonger outside of the country. One of my good friends is a whoremonger here. He does it nice though. He does it up. Like, like the escort services he used, they are top notch. I mean, it's professional grade. Professional grade. And the experiences that they are providing are professional grade. So, for example, I've joined this gym and paying $275 a month to improve my life, sparing no expense. Some people choose to spare no expense on their experiences with women. And what's the difference? Because we're just trying to be happy. So if you want to go outside the country to date, I'm all for it. If you're trying to go outside the country to get married, that's different because you are entering into a situation where and I'm talking specifically for the passport bros. I'm not a fucking passport bro. Yo soy bien diferente, güey. O sea, yo entiendo la cultura mexicana. Yo hablo español. Huh? When you talk about the passport bros, typically you're talking about people who don't understand the culture. They don't speak the fucking language. I have been in so many relationships with Black women. We're the same and we can't even get on the same wavelength. And we speak English together. How the fuck are you supposed to get on the same wavelength with a fucking Dominican woman? I've dated Dominican women here in the States. I don't never do that shit again. How are you supposed to make a marriage work? You're talking to a 20-year divorce attorney. I know how hard. I've been married. I know how hard it is. You're marrying a woman, you don't understand her culture and you don't speak her language, but the shit is supposed to work because she's feminine. And that's a little different.
We're going to pause right there for a second. 100% correct. 100% correct. He said understand the language and understanding the culture. Many of you guys know Spanish or a broken form of Spanish or Spanish from one country, but yet it translates just good enough to another country. That doesn't necessarily mean you know the culture. I'm going to tell you guys something. One of the things that I did before I came to the conclusion of getting into a serious relationship with Andrea, I began the process of understanding the culture of manhood in Colombia, of behavior patterns of men in Colombia, of relationships in Colombia. Like I said, if you're not a touchy-feely dude, don't come to Colombia for real. Because most Colombian women are very touchy-feely with their men. If you're not a person that is family-oriented, you kind of like laid back to yourself, you go to the family event, you kind of like in the corner. For the most part, you can't do that in Colombia. Because families like music, they like dancing, they like... I hear another example. I'm looking around like I got a shot glass in here. Let's say this was a shot glass. These are my vitamins, my Centra for men, right? Okay. Let's say this was a shot glass. In Colombia, they'll pour the shot. They got the aguardiente. Pour the shot. I take my shot. They take the glass to the next person, to the next person. That glass has gone around to 35 people before it comes back to you. They'll pour it and you take another shot. If you want them to do this a germaphobe, don't bring your tail to a family event in Colombia. I'm telling you now. Cause soon as you like, no, thank you. No. They looking at you like, oh, so you too funny style to drink with us? You don't want to, so you ain't gonna do no shots with us? Okay. American. Rude American. Expect that, dude. If you just think sex is sex, like we do in the United States, it's a completely different culture of sex in these Latin countries compared to back in the States. That's why we like the Latin women, right? Because it's an air of passion that they have that many women in the States don't present like they could. So he's right. It's not just about the language, but you have to learn the culture. Andrea laugh at me now. Every blue moon I'll say, but in my country, and she'll just start laughing. I don't say it as much anymore. But in America, I don't do that anymore. Because I already know that she's going to laugh at your boy. Because why? Because Andrea, you are no longer in America. And unless you learn the dating dynamics and cultures in these countries, that's why a lot of dudes trip and fall and end up dating the wrong woman in Colombia and think all Colombian women are evil. No, bruh, you knew the woman. You didn't know the culture and you didn't even know the language. You didn't even know the slang of what they mean. You didn't even ask about the slang language. Even if you speak Spanish in DR, you move to Colombia dating a chick, you got a whole different world of slang. If you're a dude that learned your Spanish in Cartagena it will tell on you in Medellin. I think I told this story before. I got a partner. He's been coming to Medellin since 2003. Was down in Medellin in bed with his woman, having a good time, right? Just enjoying the evening. He knew Spanish. He knows Spanish. He went to say something, and she said, "When'd you go to Cartagena?" No, she said, "When'd you go to Barranquilla?" He said, "Girl, what you talking about? I ain't never been to Barranquilla." She said, "Don't lie to me. I'm going to ask you one more time, or I'm going to get out of this bed and leave. When'd you go to Barranquilla?" She knew the slang that he used was only used in Barranquilla. So as soon as he said it, she was like, and it wasn't just one word, it was a couple of words. So she like, the only way he would know that phrase. So even the culture of Spanish is different in different parts of Colombia. And he got caught using slang that only belongs to one. And he was like, "Yeah, I wasn't up in Barranquilla, but I didn't want to let her know." So do realize, Lee, this is correct when it comes to learning the culture. That helps you choose the type of woman. Another thing, as you learn the culture, many of you guys know Colombia is and Andre was just telling me this, and I've heard her say this 100 times, but she was saying it again. How you meet a good Colombian woman, somebody introduces you to her. Most of the time when you meet women in Colombia, they may be decent, they may be cool, they may be fun, they may be this, they may be that, but a lot of Colombia is a connection. I kid you, it's like a spider web, dude. It's like you connect with that person who connects to that person, who connects to that person. It's who knows who, because it's safer. Like if you just walk up to a female, like I said, you walk up to her on the street, she don't know who you are. Like, okay, and you could be some crazy dude. Now in the States, women don't think like that. But in the culture of South America, after all what they've been through in the 90s, they don't know who to trust walking up on them. How many daughters came up missing in the 90s, in the early 2000s? So these women have been programmed. If a man walks up on you, just like when you were in first grade, second grade, third grade, 10th grade, if a boy walks up on you in public, that's your age, don't you say nothing to him, you keep walking. But if you weren't raised here, you don't know why Colombian women don't like to be stopped on the streets. Because you weren't raised when Colombian women were being snatched up in the thousands across the country. Young girls, 16, 17, were being snatched up by boys that were getting paid that were 16, 17. Because the older dudes knew they couldn't walk up on a 16-year-old girl in public, right? But they would pay 2 or 3 16-year-old boys to coerce the girl. So a lot of daughters came up missing, never to be seen again. If you weren't raised here when your boy y'all hero, Pablo, I get so tired of Americans making a hero out of that dude. If you weren't here in Colombia when Pablo, who was snatching up a lot of the girls who were virgins, because he thought it was a spiritual thing. And when it was found out that he was one of the ones that was snatching up girls by the thousands, guess what he did to all the girls that were left in the house? He deleted every one of them. Every female that just so happened to be in the house, once the news reporters found out that it was him and dudes like him snatching up or coercing using teen boys to coerce little girls, teen girls, preteen girls. You know what he did? He deleted and disappeared all the bodies. He didn't send the young ladies home. He deleted. Once one girl snitched, all the girls that just happened to be in his presence, he took them all out. Y'all don't know about that, Pablo. All y'all know about is Forbes list, Pablo, one of the richest men of his era. $8 billion Pablo. Y'all know that Pablo. Man, that dude was straight pure evil. I'm talking about like Hitler, Stalin type evil. Straight up, dog. I mean, kid you not. That dude got bodies, like in the tens of thousands of bodies. So that's why you see Colombian women who were at that time period, newborns, watching their older aunts who were 16, 17, 18 years old. Think about it. You're Andrea age and you're 4 years old. You're 4 years old in 1994. I mean 1998. You're 4 or 5 years old in the year 2000. And you're watching as a 4-year-old, you're watching your uncles and aunts who are 16, 17 years old, telling your aunts before they go to school, don't say anything to any boys. So now these women who were 4, 5, 6 years old are the adult women that you walk up on in the streets in Colombia. And you wonder why most of them really don't say nothing to you unless they pay for play or party girls. You are not going to stop a regular Colombian woman in the streets, in the mall, yes, in church, yes, in the club, in the bar, yes, in a restaurant, yes, at the gym, yes, but just walking down the street, hey, you can ask for instructions, directions. Every blue moon you can stop a female. But for the most part, most Colombian women don't play that street stopping. So what do? They network down here. Oh, Andre's cool. Why? He's my boy. Oh, how long you been knowing him? So not everybody hook up somebody who hook up some. That's why it's so easy for Colombian taxi drivers or Colombian dudes that you meet that'll tell you, I got a sister, I got a cousin, I got a friend, because they're always connecting you to somebody, because that's how meeting somebody that's good for you works down here. But if you don't know the culture and you try to bring American way of how we get women down here, that's what lead attorney is saying. Sometimes we end up with the wrong woman because we don't know the culture of the country that we're going into. Not because the person that we chose was bad, not because you're a bad person, but because we don't understand the culture. Not including if you dudes are trying to date somebody that's 100% knows Spanish and you don't know any Spanish. You can only ride Google Translate for so long. So I'm 1% with lead. If you're going to talk about getting serious relationships in these other countries, you really are going to have to embrace all of it. All of it. That's what I had to do. That's why it's so easy for me to say so many things about Colombia. When dudes sit back and say, man, I don't see how you drive in Colombia. I had to embrace that. I had to embrace everything, dude, so I could understand my wife a lot more. So now I understand why Andrea does this, Andrea does that, why Andrea thinks this, why Andrea thinks that. To where in the United States, women don't have to worry about a Pablo Escobar past. Just give you guys a breakdown. Now you see when you come to Colombia why women really don't like to get stopped on the streets, or they look at you like, why are you stopping me on the street type of thing. Maybe the younger generation, who weren't around, but for the most part, Colombian women don't like that. They're cool with giving you their number, but not on the street. And also, they like to pull their cell phones out on the streets, and you got your cell phone out. We both about to get robbed. All right. Support Black Male Media. Thank you guys for the super. That's right, my man. Randall in the building. Shout out to you, brother. Thank you for the $5 super chat. And make sure you guys continue to support Black male content creators. Lead, Obsidian, O'Shea, Kings and Dreams, and all these other brothers that are doing great things on YouTube. All you guys that are coming up with new channels. Listen, I kid you not, we got a Black male content creator budget that me and Andrea use every month. It'd be brand new channels that just got monetized. Here you go. It'd be channels that's large. Here you go. If you Black male content creator, you getting my money. Why? Black female content creators got enough. All they got to do is just show some breasts. All they got to do is halfway look as good as Sixta Goddess or Danica Marie. Be cute as Courtney Michelle or Chantel Simone. Dudes gonna throw them money anyway. So them sisters don't need our money. But brothers, we need to look out for each other. When I say brothers, I mean support Black male content creator no matter what color you are. Yep. I saw Stefano. I checked you out. I subscribed too. Yeah, I saw it earlier today. Make sure you guys subscribe. Hey, Stefano, put your channel in there, man, so they can subscribe. Kings of Dreams do get it in. Shout out to Kings of Dreams. Let's go back to lead attorney. I love when he said, if you lived 1,000 lifetimes, you will never experience until you leave, until you go outside the United States. That's a cold statement.
At any rate.
Okay, that's the end of his. All right, so we're gonna end Kings and Dreams. We're gonna end Lead Attorney, and now we're about to watch episode number 2 of Dennis Sperling's co-parenting with the Sperlings. So we're about to check out Dennis's reality television show. Now, this show was done a few years back. Let me slide this up.
Comes in town, but
there we go. Thanks, yeah.
the time has come. I had to pull the boys together to
Let me
discuss
pull it back
chores.
a little bit. It look
Maybe
like
I'm a
the
little
audio
late.
is-
Shit is supposed to work because she's feminine.
Let's see if that helps. Audio. Now, of course, that's his ex-wife right there.
The time has come. I had to pull the boys together to discuss chores. Maybe I'm a little late with giving them these duties, but I want them to be great functioning adults. Guys, give mommy the phone. Wait, thank you. Just want to remind you that we all have duties to do. What are your duties, Dennis?
To take out the trash, to clean my room, and to wash the dishes.
Now, here's the thing about that room, Dennis. That room looks amazing when who comes in town?
Mama.
When Momo comes in town, but I just need you, let's try to keep that room, Momo, ready every day, okay? With little Dennis, cleanliness, his bedroom, picking up behind himself, it's a really, really big issue. And with Roman, studies. Academics, Roman feels that if he nuzzles under mommy, everything is all fine, but it's time that they both become accountable and responsible for the things that I need them to do. Can I get a high five on homework? Can I get a high five on keeping this house clean? You guys, you make mommy proud. Last one, fist pound. 3, 1, 2, 3. Teamwork? With little Dennis, I must say after our discussion, he cleaned his room. There was nothing under the bed anymore, and the trash was put out. Now, with Roman, I realized I had to put in a little more effort, so I sat down with him. I assessed where he was, and together, one-on-one instruction. Baby, you know what time it is. Let's put the chips away for a little bit. You remember I spoke with the teacher, and she mentioned that we have a little work to do in reading, but you've been doing much better. Show mommy.
The cow on the road. Lots of men went down the road in a little car. We will lift this cow, they said.
Lucas, stop. You did it. Give mommy 10. I said 10. That one too. He needed motivation, and he needed to know that their levels are different, and I just need him to do the best that Roman can do and stop comparing himself academically to his brother.
I've been planning on getting a new car soon. I figure it's about time for change.
Why are you so concerned about this car?
And anybody who can't get in or fit in needs to get out.
Co-parenting with the Sperlings.
It always seems to be about you.
This car should be deposited into the account that pays for my babies.
Look,
it's always
that's
about me.
one of the reasons why we got divorced.
No.
Just showing him who's a boss. I'm a boss. Wax on, wax off. Our divorce, 6 years, 7 years.
You may have divorced
So
me,
I
but
don't
what
have
we
to
don't
check
divorce
in
is
with-
those hospital visits.
Thank you, Professor. I appreciate you lecturing me on how I should run my life.
Co-parenting with the Sperlings.
I've been planning on getting a new car soon. I figure it's about time for change.
People say, Steph, why are you so concerned about this car?
I've been pretty thrifty with my money, and I had a few dollars saved up.
Dennis has a 2-car garage. All of those cars can't even fit in the garage.
And you know what? That lawyer did kind of get under my skin talking about my ride.
It's not that I'm trying to rule Dennis or tell him what to do.
So I decided to go over to the luxury automobile lot and talk to my buddy Mark.
Put that money somewhere else and let that money go towards what we said it was going to go towards.
Dennis.
Hey, what's up, Marvin? How you doing, man?
Pleasure to meet you, man.
Good seeing you
Welcome
again.
to Glover Motor Cars.
Hey, you know, I always come back here to get the best cars in the city.
Let's get you in here and see what I got to offer you today.
All right, great. Appreciate it. So when I got to Global Motors, oh man, they had so many beautiful cars. You know, most of those cars, not really a fit for me. I needed something that said classy and elegant, but still cool. Man, Marvin, so I'm looking for something different, man. I've got all these old schools. I got some SUVs, but I want something fast. You know, I want something that makes me feel like I've accomplished my goal.
Okay.
All right, you have something like that?
I've got 2 great choices for you.
All right, man, go ahead and take the lead. I'm following you.
Follow me. So Dennis, if you're looking for some luxurious, maybe over 100 grand, between the 100 and 150K,
Yeah.
I got a Rolls Royce Ghost.
Oh,
You can't
wow.
go wrong with it. Sits on 22s.
Okay.
Power everything, rear suicide doors, navigation, fully loaded. It's got a V12, you're looking at 562 horse. But if it's something you're interested in, this would be my number 1, maybe number 2 choice.
The first car Marvin showed me was a Rolls Royce, the double R. I mean, it's impressive, but because I'm not an old Englishman, not really ready for that yet. Let me say this is a beautiful vehicle, but I want something low, hot, and fast. You got something
I
like
got
that?
something even better than-
All right, let's see what you got. I told Marvin I needed something low, hot, and fast, and then he took me over to a Ferrari. Now, man, I'm gonna tell you, when you see a Ferrari up close like that,
So Dennis, if you're looking for something faster, I just took this car in. It came out of California, and it's a Ferrari California.
Yeah.
Hardtop convertible.
oh yeah,
F1 transmission.
yeah.
Full leather, Italian leather.
And it's clean, no roof.
And it's red, you know, it's a hot color.
Yeah,
Pop.
this is hot. This is fast. But this might be a little too hot and fast for me,
Oh,
man. Let's
man.
slow me down. Let's get me a little closer middle age. You know what I mean? But
All
this
right.
is a beautiful vehicle, and if I was about 20 years younger, I might take you up on your offer here. But
I'm not done. I got some more things up my sleeve. You know what? I think I got the perfect car for you.
All right.
Fast and luxurious.
let's take a look at it.
I wanted to develop a foundation to break stereotypes, close gaps, build literacy, to give students, even upcoming educators, opportunities to know that they can do it, and with hope all things are possible. Riz and I are meeting today to discuss the budget. She's always great with, we ping pong ideas off each other. So I know at the end of the day, we'll have a big plan. We'll know how many lives we'll affect and how we're going to implement this big project. Riz, I can't wait to implement all these ideas we have, but I tell you no lie, I am concerned about funding. We've talked about all of the groups that we want to meet up with and help out, but I'm in a jam right now. I don't know how we're gonna get the funding. Riz is another one of those friends that always gives me great advice. When I doubt myself, when I have these big visions, she reminds me of times that I've done things similar, and she just lets me know that I can handle it. And with her help, I know that I can truly do it.
Steph, don't worry about it. We've got this. I mean, we can do fundraising. We can contact, we need to get sponsors, we need to get the word out, we need media, we need marketing so that we can make this happen. It is so important the work that we're trying to do.
And I know once we get it out there, I can't imagine like how powerful it'll be, because we have, oh, I didn't tell you. There is this young lady, after we leave here, I have a meeting, and it's one of the young ladies that I want to be a part of our program. When you meet her, she doesn't know like how beautiful she is on the inside and her strengths and things like that. So I'm with it. You're right, like we did last time, we collected, maybe we can get some of those community groups to pitch in. And now that Riz and I have met, she has reminded me that we are going to meet this goal. We have a plan, we've mapped it all out.
You know, all we have to do is just keep contacting, you know, our friends and reaching out so that we can get the grant that we need. And, you know, the money will flood in. We just have to explain what we're doing. I mean, you're wonderful, you're amazing. This foundation is awesome. It's really going to help.
Friend, you said the money's gonna flood in?
It's going to rain.
I receive it. I receive it. So we're gonna work on it. I cannot wait. We can do it.
We can do it.
We did it before.
We have, and we'll do it again.
You're right, you're right.
I'm Dennis Sperling. I don't want you going around picking on anybody, and I don't want you to be a bully. It's my job as father to prepare my sons for what's out there.
Anthony, my trainer, is your trainer.
That's my trainer now.
Yeah. Drop. No good.
Every kid needs to have that lesson.
How's it going with those slabs? They have a sign on them. They're for sale, right?
Roman, wax on, wax off, like that.
Dennis got some nice cars.
Marvin and I already kind of knew what I wanted. I think he kind of set me up. I think he knew I wasn't going to get the Rolls Royce. He probably figured that the Ferrari wasn't my thing. And so that's why he had that Bentley sitting right in the middle of the floor where I couldn't miss it.
All right, so let me take you over to the final, I think, best choice for your money.
Woo!
We got a Bentley GT Coupe.
Yes,
Can't go wrong with this.
This is it.
GT Sport.
Feel like
Check
I'm
it out,
about
see
to
if
catch
it
the Holy
feels right.
Ghost in here. All right, yeah. So this is, I think this is a perfect combination for me.
I think it is. I mean, you got a sports car, rear seat. You can take your kids in it. You can enjoy it. It's got a W12. You can't go wrong with a W12.
Bentley, GT, Continental, two-door, pewter, low, fast, sweet, beautiful, classy, elegant. Perfect car for me. It's regal. You know, it's classy.
I agree.
Man, I think this is it. Global Motors has done it again.
Let's do it.
Thank you so much,
Thank
man.
you.
I appreciate
Thank you very much.
I guess we need to do the paperwork.
Let's go. Let's do the
All
paperwork.
right, thanks a lot, man. Wow, look at this bad boy. Clean as new money. Ever since I was a young law clerk, I wanted a Bentley. So now I finally got it. So when I got the keys, I was happy to turn the ignition on, and I was out.
Leslie, we had spoken in previous years. She was a part of the program when I first started thinking about where I wanted it to go. Leslie and I spoke on the phone, and it was just great to catch up with her. I hadn't spoken with Leslie in a while, and I wanted to make sure that we reconnect so I can check up on her.
Hi. Hey, Les, how's it going? I was calling to see if you were available today.
Oh, okay. Everything's going great.
Great. I'm gonna swing by just so we can catch up. I want to know how you're doing and all.
Yeah, sure. You can come over and visit. You can come in like around, 3:30?
Okay. Perfect. I'll see you then.
Hey, Les. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Girl, you look good. I like your little rumpa.
Oh, thank you.
Working, you're gonna have to let me wear.
I'm gonna have to.
It was great to visit Leslie at home. We caught up. She informed me that she was trying to get certifications and jobs. What's been going on with you?
I've been in school. You know, I'm trying to get my forklift license. I've been working, trying to be a manager at McDonald's, because you know about my assault cases and stuff.
I do. I heard.
Me, you know, by me just working.
She was still having slight struggles because of her record and her previous history. Baby, let me tell you, about a year ago, I remember you said it was a struggle when we were first setting up the foundation. I want you to come back. Come on, Leslie. You have a plan. I'm hearing about the forklift, the certifications. I'm proud of you. I need you because your testimony, let me tell you, All this stuff that you telling me, lady, you could help these other little babies that are coming in.
I can.
Leslie, I need you. I have another friend on board, and she and I were trying to fundraise to raise some money for these babies. It's so many young ladies, you know, they're looking for a way out, or they're looking for a way up. But I want to tell them, like, what you're doing. You're talking about managerial positions and doing you.
I gotta try to make it, because if I don't make it, I'm gonna feed my baby.
What I admired most about Leslie was she told me her kids push her. Her ambition was still there. Nothing was going to stop her from moving forward. And I just admire her for that. And you're right. And who going to model for our sons? And who going to let them know?
That be better than what I do.
Exactly.
You know,
we're the mother of sons. And you know what? We have to be their queens. Leslie also informed me about her baby and some issues with her boyfriend. And I get it. Trust me, I do. So what's going on with the family? I know you had like you and
me and babe, we kind of on the skeptical part, you know. We've been together on and off 3 years. You know, I've been working, he's been working, but he's been also messing around and creeping. And so, you know, a baby popped up out of nowhere. So now, you know, he want me to cope and deal with it. But
again, this is a boyfriend, and who she is committed to is her kids. So, you know, maybe if she even has to take a step back, or if maybe they can talk and he can align himself with her. But I wanted her to focus on her goals and her ambition. Listen, that's just a situation. I know that it hurts, you know, but what kind of father is he to your sons? And do you think that you could see yourselves making it through? So it's all about you, Les, and those two babies. And anybody who can't get in or fit in needs to get out.
That's why I steady been doing and been focusing on me and been doing me, and whatever God leaves for me in the way.
Those two boys will have your back.
Okay.
And she seemed to understand. It didn't come across easy, but I know that Leslie can do it. I know. Good seeing you. Oh, girl, you keep up the good work. You too. You need a recommendation, referral, anything. You call me. I am so happy I met with Leslie. Leslie, she told me I can call her at any time. She wants to come and give her testimony to others interested in participating. She wants to speak, and that's not the Leslie I knew. So I look forward to involving Leslie. I know she's going to stay on the right path. And I definitely won't let it be this long before I see her again.
It always seems to be about you.
This car should be deposited into the account that pays for my babies.
Look,
it's always
that's
about me.
one of the reasons why we got divorced.
No.
Just showing him who's the boss. I'm a boss. Wax on, wax off. Our divorce, 6 years, 7 years.
You may have divorced me,
but
what we don't divorce is those hospital visits.
Thank you, Professor. I appreciate you lecturing me on how I should run my life.
Co-parenting with the Sperlings.
So I decided to drive over to Stephanie's house and just see if she was outside.
And I know Dennis and I have discussed this issue.
Because I know Stephanie well enough to know when she sees me in that Bentley, she's going to understand why.
I don't know why Dennis needs these buckets in his life. We, more so he, are at mature ages where cars and things like that should not excite us. Yet the car is still in the driveway.
So, lo and behold, I saw her outside, I whipped up, hopped out. Hey, I talked to Stephanie, she was impressed. I mean, it's a Bentley, and she knows I've worked really hard my whole life, and she knows it's time for me to treat myself.
I don't know what Dennis is doing.
Well, you know, I thought about this minivan thing and, you know, station wagons, but that is me.
We talked about the minivan and the SUV, but you know what? I gotta give it to you.
Give me some, right there.
Bam. That's
right
all right,
there.
that's all right.
I make that car look good.
Let me drive it on at least one Saturday.
I'm gonna let you borrow it on February 29th.
February 29th?
That's when I'm gonna, every other leap year. You got it. Stephanie was talking all that stuff about why I shouldn't get the car. And as soon as I get it, now she wants to take it for a spin. Nah, bro. It ain't happening. I'm just
That's-
jokes. Just jokes. I'm just
I'm
joking.
not-
But it's nice, right?
You know, it's good to reward yourself when you
Yeah.
work hard.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
very nice. So,
Yeah.
what's the plan for the boys, though?
Well, Steph, you know, I always come through. I'm gonna work it out. Okay, but I saw that and I just decided I had to splurge a little bit.
So, you know, I have to tell you, it's beautiful, but I know you're still going to be on a prowl for like SUV or a van or something, right?
Steph, you know I work something out. Don't worry about it.
What do we have the conversation for?
The boys like it, so.
I see they took off
yeah.
and ran and got right in it.
Yeah.
They're happy, you're happy. Hey, I'm happy. It's beautiful.
All right. Well,
Congratulations.
Hey, well, you know, it's just another car. Nothing's more important than the kids, but Daddy needs to have a little fun every now and then, too.
I understand that.
But it's clean. It's clean.
It is.
It's
I mean, you know.
clean as new money. But, you know, look, I fit, right?
I see you. You Bentley
okay.
fresh.
There we is. Okay,
Bentley fresh.
there it is. All right.
That's how you have to go to buy Bentley?
Well, it's just me. You know, I have my own taste, and you know, that's how I feel about certain purchases, and I have to dress up for them, make sure I meet the match there.
Well, I'm glad you like it. I know goodness why they're ready to go for a ride in there.
Okay, Steph. Well, I'll see you later, honey.
You guys have fun.
All right, we will.
Whoa. Stop it!
Boys are washing the cars, and I'm sitting out there helping, of course. Watch that water. You don't want to get Daddy wet. You know, that's a lot of work. Don't worry. Keep going. Do a good job, Roman. Look at you. I'm so proud of you, son. You over there working hard. Go hard out here. And Roman, you got an Impala. I always wanted an Impala when I was a little boy. It used to hop up and down, but I took that off. But it's okay. Now we selling these cars so that we can get money and put it in your college trust fund. You understand why I'm doing that? Okay, good, as long as you know. So this is your car, right? You gotta be responsible for your car. That's why you washing it. Okay? You're doing a good job. Give me some. Come give me some. Uh-oh, drop my watch. Look, you got me winning. Look at me. Give me some. Come on. Get out of here. Come on, little rascal. Anyway. All right, Roman. You wax on, wax off. See? Just like that. And I get a call from my ex. Yeah, and the Surgeon General says smoking causes cancer, so I don't ever want to see you boys smoking. Remember that. Now get back to work. Oh. Hello? Hey, what's going on? Okay. Yeah, what's going on? Okay, yeah. All right, I'm glad you went. What? Are you serious? Are you sure? She's pregnant. I'm excited. I'm like, oh my God. I'm super excited, but I really can't tell anybody because the boys are right here and there's nobody to tell. But man, I mean, man, hold on a minute. What? How many months? I thought you had like Zika virus or something. I didn't know you were. I mean, no, I'm happy. I'm happy. Yeah, I'm very happy. No. Just look, when you coming back out here? Okay, then I realized, oh man, I don't know how Stephanie's gonna take this, because this is gonna mean that everything's gonna change.
This is Dominican girl.
All right, well look, let's I can't talk right now. Let's just talk a little later, all right? The person that I usually tell all my business related to my children, now I can't tell her because this child is not her child. Okay, all right, honey. All right, talk to you later. Bye.
Damn.
I want to let you know that my ex-girlfriend is pregnant. Appreciate you lecturing me on how I should run my life.
Anthony, my trainer, is your trainer.
That's my trainer now.
You always want to do what's best for the kids.
Dang. Wrap it up, fellas. Wrap it up. That's all I can say. Ooh, so, man, the question is, okay, who was this chick? Because it don't sound like it's the Dominican chick that he met after, you know, that he met on in the Kevin Samuels Facebook page, because that's who he's with now, the Dominican chick that he met with Kevin Samuels. So this other chick is another chick that he got pregnant. Come on, Dennis, you wildin'. You wildin'. Oh, wow. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. The only person y'all gonna be hearing announcements of pregnancy is Andrea. That's it. That's it. Ain't gonna be no sad chick talking about, yeah, I'm having Andre's baby. But yeah, let's get ready to. We can actually, if you guys want to hang around, we can actually watch episode 1 for some of you guys that didn't get a chance to see the first episode. This is episode 2, so we're gonna watch the first episode real quick. So let me go on over there, get everything set up for us. Yeah, but you got to make sure you wrap it up, especially for you dudes that plan on leaving the country. The last thing that you want, if you plan on leaving the country in the next 5 to 10 years, and you get somebody pregnant, dream deferred. You can visit other countries, but you got responsibilities back home in the States. So make sure you dudes wrap it up. Oh, Jamaican chick. Okay, yeah. Wow. I see. Dennis like them island girls. I can see that. I ain't mad at him. So I got the first episode pulled up. Let me open this up. Bring this over here. And I'll blow the screen up for us for this first episode. Make sure that you guys can see it. Okay, cool.
I'm Dennis Sperling. I am divorced from this lovely lady here to the left of me. And
Hi, I'm Stephanie Sperling, and I am divorced from this guy.
it's my job as father to prepare my sons for what's out there.
That's one holiday a year, but they're
trying to keep up ties out there. Don't send your second and third.
None of this.
Mama's
None of
second
this
baby
is
shower.
said.
And that's what being a grown-up is about. Every kid needs to have that lesson.
A Jeep, it's green. You guys can even take us to the beach.
Yeah, we could do a lot with it, but the main decision was I didn't want a vehicle that big because it used so much gas.
I'm about to go to a new school, and I'm used to them being with me. I know your son goes to you have a schooling situation as well. How do you deal with it?
I don't want you going around picking on anybody, and I don't want you to be a bully, and I don't want you to be a bully either. You hear me? But you are to defend yourself. Especially with you being a black, successful man. You know, you're on the verge of being a millionaire, man. You know, I hope she don't find that out. It's funny, like, that you talking about that right now, because I'm actually going through some stuff. Like, and I don't share with a lot of people.
I opposed Dennis sending the boys to karate because I thought it was embedding aggression in them, and I thought that they would think that the only resolution to problems is fighting, putting your fists into someone's face. Anthony, my trainer.
Her understand she needs to move back out here. You know, and she has a career. She's in the industry. That's cool. But, you know, in my opinion, the child comes first.
You know, running's not going to solve anything. What he needs to do is run to this conversation. It's going to be had.
Whenever we're teaching commands to a dog, we use something that the dog likes.
But accidents happen every day as well. So how do I know that I won't be the one be subdued to this accident? No. You can do it, Stephanie. So you pop up at my house with your little dog? Where are you and Cap about to go? Yeah, Roman, I see you. Okay, tell me, baby, how's your breathing?
Sam, I got somebody coming here tomorrow to look at these cars. I gotta get these cars out of here. You know, I gotta sell these. I don't even have any room in the garage for these cars. That's all you gotta do. I'll come take them down there, take a day off work. It's no big deal. All right, take a little pressure off because you're nervous. I can see your nerves are shot.
I'm shocked. I'm telling you.
Be careful. You got some gray hair. You don't want to get some wrinkles.
I haven't grown a gray hair yet, sir.
What do I owe this woman? What do I owe this child? the older child, because we don't want the child to grow up not knowing the father, you not being in his life.
Teachers in the public school system who care.
It always seems to be about you.
It's always
That's
about
one of the
me,
reasons why
and
we got divorced.
No.
Yeah.
When you love me, I love you too. You make me cry. Okay, give me a kiss. Oh.
Now, because we're co-parents and because we have to agree on things, I have to convince her a lot of times to do things that she may be uncomfortable with. Brother Morris happens to be one of my fraternity brothers, but I'm still his attorney, and that outranks every other relationship that we have while I'm his attorney. So Jordan, how you feeling today?
I'm feeling good, Brother Sperling. How are you today?
I'm doing pretty good. I called you in here today because I was going to give you an update on your case and kind of see where we were and what's going on. And but what you see here is a lawsuit that I prepared, and it has your name on it.
Why did this happen?
Because I got a letter this morning from the insurance adjuster telling me that they got videotaping you out there playing basketball. You remember that? Let's see here.
It's possible. It's possible.
It's possible. It's possible. You know, my thing is, if you know you're supposed to be injured, why are you out shooting hoops with the homies? You know, what's up with that? You know, you're supposed to be injured, you're going to therapy, and now you're shooting basketball. So that didn't make sense. And that didn't quite match what I knew about Jordan. He's been very honest so far. I'm willing to fight for you. That's what I do. I don't mind. I enjoy helping people who are hurt. But, you know, the facts have changed in this case. Jordan, this is going to take a lot longer than I thought. So you're just going to have to bear with me. I found it necessary to dig through a box full of discovery responses and make some phone calls to my private investigators. And so force you to take time away from your own family. And that's just what was going to happen. The bottom line is, first, let me go ahead and do my work. And then I think after it's all said and done, you'll agree that I've done the yeoman's job here, my brother. Okay?
Okay.
So I'm visiting Dennis, and he says he wants to talk to me about something. I have no clue of what he wants to talk about.
You know, I had to let Stephanie know I wasn't going to be able to get the boys this weekend. Hey, Steph, I'm glad you were able to come in today. How's the babysitting going?
It's not gone. I interviewed people. I tried to find the babysitters. They're not a fit for our kids. I mean, I want somebody good, but I mean, at the end of the day, we're on this teamwork thing. I needed you to watch them. Why can't you watch them today?
Well, I mean, today I can't. I mean, I have an emergency come up, and here I went to the courthouse. It just became a whole lot to be. So I don't have time. I can't.
You don't have time.
Not today. Not today. I can't do it today.
I didn't even know if I could handle it. I had a lot of things going on myself. I had meetings, interviews, and events with the boys. I really needed him to step in, but at the end of the day, I need your help. Dennis, I'm just saying, this is like, I need help sometime. Like you're a professional, but I'm a professional as well. I have interviews, I have meetings. There are a lot of activities that I have to do, and I'm missing it. Random stuff comes up, but
yeah, I know, and I apologize, but it's really nothing I can do right now. I mean, I just have to do this. I have to take care of this. It's not like I'm going out wasting my time, like I'm trying to dodge my responsibilities as dad to go hang out at some kind of club somewhere. You know,
flipping through the file made me believe you.
Yeah, I had work to do. I make the money. I work for myself. You know, I've been wanting to get a new car. You know, it's been a while, and you know, I'm just looking. I might get something that
buckets or my babies, cars or our kids. Dennis, come on. I don't really. I'm happy. You like the car. You love it. Here's what I need. Can we meet each other like in the middle? I need your help. It was hard. Like I had a lot to do that day.
Yeah, I know. I had stuff to do too. You know, but you know, that's why you are the custodial parent, and I'm not the custodial parent.
That's your line. That is your line.
It's
but no. Custodial, but remember, we're co-parents.
Yeah, so, I know you're right.
So I have to tell the boys that today they're not going with daddy. Because that was the expectation. I'll work it out.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. I'm gonna be here for another 6 or 7 hours. So y'all have a good.
Drink water.
Yeah,
I'll take care of the boys. Talk to you later.
Okay, thanks, Steph.
Dennis tells me he has to work. I usually align babysitters or some type of daycare resource in advance, but now I have, seriously, just a few hours to book the boys, and I don't know what to do.
Hey, Steph.
Hey, Riz. Listen, I was just calling really fast to see if you were available to watch the boys. I immediately think to call my friend Riz. She doesn't live far. She has a daughter. She helps me out a lot. I hate to call her because it's last minute notice, and I've kind of called her before, so I'm just hoping that she'll understand. I'm hoping, because I couldn't find anybody else, Riz. Please, you can come through again.
Stephanie, he cannot keep inconveniencing you and the boys. I mean, it is not fair at all. He has 2 sons that he needs to help raise with you.
So
stop
apparently her
dipping.
friend Marissa didn't like the fact that I couldn't make it at that particular time. She apparently thinks I'm taking advantage of her friend.
Okay, and yeah, you're right. And I will talk to Dennis, but
I'm here for you, but you need to make him like the bully. You need to hold him accountable.
Is go in her little pocketbook and pull out $5 and go buy some business of her own. That's what I think. But that's just me.
Riz, Marissa, I'm gonna try to go to the office and I'll try to work it out. But I know. It's good to know that you're down to help me.
Yes, Stephanie. I mean, it's fine. Just talk to him first.
And it just things happen like that. But as far as what her friends have to say, her sister, her mama, her cousins, her third cousins, I don't really care as long as my kids are happy. And Stephanie knows me.
Okay, I'll give you a call in just a few to let you know what he says after I leave the office. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Okay, bye, Steph.
Bye-bye. So Riz agreed to do it, but I know when I pull up, I will hear an earful. It's understandable, but I'm just so happy that she's able to come through for me. I appreciate it.
I really wanted to spend time with the boys that weekend. I mean, they grow up so quick. And then the next thing you know, something comes up, so you missing more days. I just did the best I could. Hey, Steph, how you doing?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, look, I appreciate you looking out for me and taking the boys. I'm actually on my way back to the courthouse to get these documents.
No, I understand. It's a real complicated case. I know you were telling me.
Yeah, I'm going to do the best I can to push this case and get this thing moving so that we, you know how important it is for me to spend time with the boys. Yeah.
You know what? What I'll do is, my friend was telling me about nanny service. I'll look into some nannies for us because we need someone. We have a lot going on. We need some consistency for the boys, and I was so happy, and I was looking forward to it all just working out.
Okay. Just keep me posted and just let me know where you guys are, and then I'll just talk to you later on.
Okay. Oh, wait. I see someone looks like Becky.
You see your sister?
Just like her.
Oh, someone that looks like your sister. You know what? Let me call you right back.
Just finish it. No problem over here. Take care of it. Just give me a call later, and we'll see you later.
Okay. You can't get those moments back, so the pressure was on for me to try and do what I like to do, and that's spend time with my sons.
Bye-bye.
Hey, Jeremy.
Hey, what's up, bro?
Hey, man. Are you, you did the discovery on that Morris case, right?
The Morris case? Yeah, I just finished the discovery on that the other day. What you need?
Okay, does he have a brother?
Yeah, we got pictures of the whole family.
All right, great. Have him text me a picture of his brother right now.
Okay, I'll send it to you right away. Just let me know if you need anything else.
Matter of fact, send the whole family. I want to see what they look like. All right, I'm headed back to the office now.
All right, later.
All right, later. Stephanie's always been helpful. She always does stuff to help jog my memory, even when she doesn't know.
Well, I helped you with a case.
Yeah.
You're talking about the big one?
I mean, they're
It
all
was big enough. So we won how much?
We?
See, well, cool. Nah,
It's time to go. Hey, yo, Dennis. So I'm walking down the street, minding my own business, and who pops up out of nowhere? Dorian, the defense lawyer. All right, you know what? I'm trying to ignore him because the last person I want to talk to is this guy. But you know what? He keeps... Hey, Dorian Hicks, how you doing today?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
I'm pretty good.
I just wanted to talk to you a little bit. You know, this Morris case we got.
Yeah.
I don't know what you think you got, but this is going to be an easy case for me.
Yeah.
I do this kind of stuff all the time, and you really don't have nowhere to go with this. So
yeah, you're probably right. You guys are great lawyers over there. I'm glad to see that
you
you'll
keep
be
working hard, though. You know.
I will. We'll continue doing it. All right.
You need to be worried about that car you got in that driveway, okay?
I'm trying to ignore him because the last person I want to talk to is this guy. But you know what? He keeps egging me on from behind and harassing me, talking about how good he thinks his version of the case is. So you know what? I had to bust his bubble.
Because I saw you in the garage. You ain't looking too clean, man.
You know what, Mr. Hicks?
What?
Let me show you something.
What you gonna show me? You got a new car? Oh, wait, no. You
No.
got something else.
You know who that is?
Who's that?
You tell me.
That's your client.
That's my client. Client of my client is probably not my client. That's probably my client's brother. Do you know who it was? You know what? Sometimes you ever get in a game of basketball at the park and you got some guy talking crap to you. You know what? I had to pack him down and put him in his place.
I know exactly who it was. Don't you worry about that, okay? I'm gonna get that taken care of. But
Okay.
you know, just go ahead and get yourself a new car and let me worry about this case,
All right.
okay?
Well, I'm gonna let you worry about that.
I will.
And I'm gonna go worry about getting this new car. Thank
All
you
right.
very much. I appreciate it. Have a good day, Dorian.
You too.
All right.
Coming up next on
Conversations
I
that
know-
you guys
oh,
can
okay.
have. Just to keep, we have a great structure.
Stephanie was talking all that stuff about why I shouldn't get the car. And as soon as I get it, now she wants to take it for a spin. Stephanie had dropped the boys off. It just so happened that I resolved Mr. Morris's case. So, you know, I'm relieved about that. The stress is off and I have an opportunity to spend some time with
For real.
So these your boys?
Yeah, that's Dennis and Roman. Hey, boys, go ahead and go in the conference room for a little while. Daddy has to talk to Mr. Jordan about his case. All right, thanks. Yeah,
They're gonna be great out.
I hope so. I hope they're following Daddy's footsteps. But as far as your case, you see it's grown tremendously since the last time we were here. And I've done a lot of work. Bottom line is we're in a good place. I think defense counsel is going to get with the insurance company adjuster, and they're going to make an offer, and we'll be done with it.
Cool.
All right.
You're amazing, Brother Sperling. Thank you so much. So that means I'm gonna get a check at the end of the day, right?
You know, like any other client, you know, they don't really care about how much work you've done. They don't care about the tough arguments that you've had to make and come up with. They just care about, is the case over? When am I going to get my money? Well, it means they're going to make an offer. If you accept that offer, then, you know, we'll take the attorney's fees, court costs, medical expenses out of that. You get the rest. That's what that means.
Okay, so I'm gonna get a check.
It means, brother, they're going to make an offer. And if you find that offer reasonable, then you can accept it, and then we'll pay everybody, and you get the rest. That's the only thing I can promise.
Okay, well, I trust you, Brother Sperling. Thank you so much.
I appreciate you, and you know, I worked real hard on this case, and
I see.
It's been my pleasure.
I see.
I thank you. I'm not saying Jordan was that bad, but pretty much, rap brother or not, he wanted to know when he was going to get his money. He didn't care about the arguments. He didn't care about the pictures. He just wanted to know when am I going to get my money.
Hey, we're hooping this Saturday if you want to come through at the frat house.
Okay.
See, he ain't got no business hooping.
I'll send you a text message. I'll see if I can get back with you.
Do that. Bring the boys. Bring the
All
boys.
right.
I'll have Lil J with me.
I'll try and come out there.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds
All
good.
right. Thanks, Brad. Talk to you later.
Yes, sir.
All right. All
Thank
right,
you so
brother.
much,
Thank
Brother
you very much. No problem. Have
Yes,
a great day.
Yes, sir.
All right. Mr. Morris was out the door. Now I'm free to hang out with the boys. The boys and I hanging out in the backyard playing soccer. I'd like to get out there with them and kick the ball around and show them, you know, who's boss. But sometimes, you know, they're young. on there quick. I might hurt my back if I keep it up. Go, go. Footwork, yeah. It's like daddy. Look at that. That is. Okay. Yeah. Watch it. Be careful. Good job. Take it all the way. While I was in the backyard.
That's how I feel.
Boys, I got a call from my ex. Okay. Hey, what's up, baby? How you doing? Oh, yeah, I'm just
Call from the ex, the Jamaican creek.
And soccer showing him who's the boss. I'm a boss. Oh, okay. Wow, really? And she was telling me how she was sick. And I'm like, well, go to the doctor. What's wrong? You got a cold or something? Why are you calling me about this? Did you go drinking last night? Why are you throwing up? Or did you make a doctor's appointment? Oh, wow, what do you think it is? It kind of sounded like one thing, but I didn't want to jump to any conclusions. So I just told her to take care of herself, go to the doctor, and keep me posted. Okay, all right, well, just keep me posted. Just let me know what's up. You know, I don't, it could be anything, you know, it's a lot of stuff going on. Flu, Zika virus, Ebola, you never know, but I'm just kidding, I'm kidding. You know, without going into any detail, the type of sickness she was describing didn't really seem like a sickness at all. It seemed like more like a precursor, so to speak. Okay, all right, well, just keep me posted. I'll be here. I'm just in the backyard. Like I said, the boys are here. Well, I mean, hey, I hope she gets better. I didn't know what was going on, but I hope whatever sickness that was, she gets better. And I hope it's not the type of sickness that I think it is. All right. Okay, talk to you later, baby. Bye.
Coming up next on
I know you're still going to be on a prowl for like SUV or a van or something, right?
Bentley, GT, Continental, 2-door, pewter. Are you sure? She's pregnant.
And those two babies. And anybody who can't get in or fit in needs to get out.
But I know. Okay.
Just to keep, we have a great structure.
Stephanie was talking all that stuff about why I shouldn't get the car. And as soon as I get it, now she wants to take it for a spin. It's my job as father to prepare my sons for what's out there. Because you want to go
one
see your mama,
holiday a year, but they're
trying to keep up ties out there. Every kid needs to have that lesson.
A Jeep that's green, you guys can even take that to the beach.
Just let me know. That's all you got to do. I'll come take them down there, take a day off work. It's no big deal. I don't want you going around picking on anybody, and I don't want you to be a bully, and I don't want you to be a bully either. You hear me?
So you pop up at my house with your little dog? Where are you and Cap about to go?
All right. So we got the first 2 episodes done. So we got those out of the way. Thank you guys for hanging out with your boy late night. It's after 1 o'clock. Some of you guys are maybe sleepy and ready to do what you need to do. Prepare yourself for the rest of the day. I'm about to wake your girl Andrea up because I got to drop her off at the airport. It has been great doing Saturday nights, man. We're going to have to do this one again, almost on a regular basis. Tomorrow we got a great live stream that we're going to be doing with the young lady once again. She got caught up. She ended up being arrested, and the sister from Houston ended up being arrested in Dubai because of her behavior. So yeah, he said he better DNA. Yeah, he better get that DNA. Better get that test done. Trust her. She the ex too. I mean, he was still smashing his ex. Like, come on, Dennis, man, you still smashing the ex? Come on, man. Yeah, right, for real. At 2, yep. At 2. Her flight leaves out at like a little after 4. Or we say, yeah, it worked. Getting that get that money, get that money. I ain't mad at you, brother. I'm not mad at you, but yeah, Dennis was out there. I mean, if you look at the scenario for what it is, let's okay. We watched the show, and then you kind of like tie it in with right now. So we talking about he got the two boys. The way that Dennis talks, he says he's about to she's about to give birth. The way he talks on his live stream that she's about to give birth soon. At the same time, he got the Dominican chick that he met on, in Kevin Samuel's Facebook. So he got a lot going on with the ladies. He got 3 ladies that he gonna be dealing with. He's engaged to the one, that he met. And so we're talking about 3 women in your life for life. That's what it's like, to that baby daddy. 3 women in your life for life. Shout out to Joseph. Joseph said the Dubai girl is locked up for cursing. Not just cursing, for yelling. The whole thing. Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy. Let me see if I got it. I could just give you guys a precursor of the video that we're going to be looking at tomorrow. Let's see. Let me see if I can pull it up. Because I was like, man, come on, girl. You're doing it all wrong. Well, we can actually look at one of her videos. She's a YouTuber. She is a truck driver, and she's good at what she does. So let's pull up one of her videos. Actually, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna switch over the router so we don't freeze like we're doing before. So I'm gonna freeze for a split second.
And subscribe.
I'm gonna switch over the router. And it should be back on. Should be. All right, let me see. There we go. I froze right there in the middle of a blink. I should be coming back in a few moments. Once we come back on, we're going to pull up her channel and watch one of her videos. And check it out. Okay, cool. We are back, so let's check it out, check it out, check it out. And her name of her YouTube channel, just in case you guys want to check it out earlier, it's called Sassy Truck Driver. She actually hauls luxury vehicles. If you see her on Instagram, sassy.trucker. And our YouTube channel is called sassy.trucker, actually. And she hauls luxury vehicles. So we're going to go over to her. We're going to pull her channel up. Let's take a quick look. Bam, move me out of the way. There we go. And that's her. And let's get started.
Hey TST gang, in this video I'll be showing you my trekking adventures. So stay tuned, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
So my truck broke down. I'm not sure what's wrong with it, but it turns off in the middle of me driving.
Looks like her audio is off too.
Several times on the freeway.
When your truck breaks down, your company might put you in a nice hotel like this one, Or they might put you in a regular hotel. It all depends on what you want because you got to set the tone. Never settle for less. So this is the hotel where I have these stains. It's my truck broke down. As you can see here, I have a nice, beautiful view of the hotel. And I also have a nice king size bed, so I have a treat like her too. This is the bathroom.
So this is the young lady that got locked up in Dubai. Just in case you guys are wondering. And
Since my truck is ready now, I'm gonna go.
she's got a large following with YouTube. She's got like 42,000, 41,000 subscribers. So she doesn't have a small channel. So she's been doing it for a while. Like she said, a truck broke down. And we're going to be looking at a different video tomorrow that showcases why she got upset. We're going to look at her Instagram tomorrow. But when it comes to truck driving, it looks like she definitely knows what she's doing based off of what I've seen on Instagram. Straight out of Houston, Texas.
Now I am on my way to Baltimore. Of course, you know it's a struggle putting my suitcase inside the truck because my suitcase is very heavy. I don't know what's in there. It's just heavy. My whole life is inside this suitcase.
She ain't even got that suitcase in there. She's struggling. I gotta give it to her. She looks better than most female truckers I've seen. Yep. Yep, Joseph.
So right now, I'm backing into the dock. Some shippers and receivers might ask you to back up to the dock and drop your trailer so they can load you.
Hey, you guys know better than I know. Looks like she docked it good.
They're making me put on these long sleeves because I don't have a long sleeve shirt. And in order for me to get loaded, I have to put on these before I can get loaded. So that's why I'm putting this on. Is it good?
So right now I'm in a restaurant in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm currently eating some seafood. every now and then you can take your 18-wheeler and park it in a big parking lot that has truck parking. And as long as you're buying food, it's okay for you to park. It's no big deal. You're not subject to eat truck stop food.
How long she's been driving?
So right now, I found a super center Walmart, and I asked the manager if I can park my truck there. Most of the time, they do say yes. Sometimes they're not too leery of letting truckers park overnight. But anyways, I went and I shopped and I got some food, and I'm going to hit the road. And it's always better to cook food in your truck as opposed to buying food at restaurants and eating at the truck stop. So now I'm getting in the truck, I'm putting the groceries inside the truck, and I'm gonna head over to Target to get a refrigerator.
Why do you think they're arrogant?
As you can see, I'm struggling to put the refrigerator onto the cart because the cart keeps on moving every time I lift the refrigerator up. But after a few attempts, I did get the refrigerator into the cart.
Wow.
Now I'm getting loaded, so I'm making some shrimp. Ow, it's hot. So I'm just making some shrimp. And it should be done now.
She said it should be done as if she don't know how to cook.
Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
So this is the young lady that's the trucker. And she was the one that's currently locked up in Dubai. This is her page. So for those that want to subscribe to her channel, she's got 40, man, her subscriber count is flying. Just a couple hours, she was at 41,000. She's at 43,000 now. So she's got quite a few. This is one of her, I believe, is one of her Dubai videos. If I'm not mistaken.
In this hole, turn me up. I'm trying to fuck. Point me to the sluts. What that nigga?
Okay, I ain't trying to hear her music. I might get copyright. Man.
They see me rolling, hating, patrolling, and trying to catch me riding dirty. 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 My music's so loud, I'm swinging. They hoping that they gon' catch me riding dirty. Trying to catch me
Now
riding
this is
dirty.
when she was luxury car.
Trying to catch me, we on the grind and see if they can see me lean. I'm 10 so it ain't Easy to be seen. When you see me ride by, they can see the gleam. Emma shine on the deck and TV screen. Riding with a new chick, she like, hold up. Next to PlayStation controller. This boat flipping my pistola. Turn Jacker into a coma. Girl, you ain't no crazy like Crazy Bone. Just trying to bone, trying to have no babies. Rocking his hair, so pulling ladies. Laws on patrol, and you know they.
All right. Well, I'm up out of here. Let me let you guys get some rest. Go wake Andre up and head on out. You guys have a great evening. Get you some rest because I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow night for the live stream about this young lady who was locked down in Dubai. And like you just said, you know, some of those female truck drivers can have quite a bit of arrogance about themselves. It says she seems like, that's what I thought. She seems like she's nice. I wouldn't debate the type of, he said, I wouldn't, what was it, debate? I wouldn't delete a type of a woman that has an attitude all the time. Yeah, I would delete. Yeah. So I don't know her situation. Joseph says, let me get this together. Joseph says, if she got a YouTube channel, must not be making no money or any money. I drove trucks for over 20 years. 1 year over the road. You spend all your money you make on the road. I didn't know that. Salute, brothers. Shout out to Brazil, yes, in the building. If you guys want to see a great video on this scenario, go to Brazil, yes's channel. If you want to see one for 4 hours, I watched this video. Excellent coverage of the news headline of this young lady's video. And just go to his channel to subscribe anyway, brothers. Especially, you know, he definitely knows about Brazil. But he did an excellent coverage on this video over the past couple of days. So definitely, guys, make sure you go check out his channel and his video. I'm up out of here, guys. You guys get some rest. I'll talk to you later. Once again, this is Andre and Andrea. Love crossing borders. You can tell that coffee still got me hype.